Turn back the clock night as the Pirates host Boston on Pittsburgh's North Shore. In the 1903 World Series, Boston featured the pitching of Cy Young and Bill Dineen against Wagner's Buccos. But 100 years later, Boston relied on its potent offense and swept a doubleheader yesterday. Today, it's the final game of the series between the Pirates and the Red Sox. It's turn back the clock night as the Pirates host Boston on Pittsburgh's North Shore. In the 1903 World Series, Boston featured the pitching of Cy Young and Bill Dineen against Wagner's Buccos. But 100 years later, Boston relied on its potent offense and swept a doubleheader yesterday. Today, it's the final game of the series between the Pirates and the Red Sox. From the brand spanking new ballpark on the North Shore, it's the Pirates against the Boston Red Sox in the third game of the series. Hi, friends, and a very pleasant good evening. No, it's not Halloween. It's turn back the clock night at PNC Park. A nice hat, by the way. You look a little bit like Harvey Korman.
Well, thank you very much. That's a step up from what I've been called so far this evening. But it's a lot of fun. We're having a lot of fun tonight so far. And we hope we can score some more runs than the Red Sox do and have a little more fun. You know, Lanny, one of the real problems for the ball club lately has been they're doing all their scoring early in the ball game. 50% of all the runs the Pirates have scored this year have been scored in the first 3 innings. You got to find a way to add on. That's what the Red Sox did last night.
And being very seriously, this is a pretty explosive offensive ball club, the Boston Red Sox.
This really is. They're everything we heard about. They're hitting .297 as a team. That's best in the major leagues. And up and down the whole lineup, you see hitter after hitter after hitter, and we got evidence of that last night. They were very impressive.
All right, we need to take a break, folks, because Steve needs a bit more glue for his mustache. And we'll have the start of the ball game coming your way in just a moment. On the mound for the Boston Red Sox, it's John Burkett, and going for our Buccos, Jeff Suppan.
Vehicles like this often come with a V10 engine.
With a boom rating of 8 tons.
And a wheel lift rating of 4,000 pounds.
It's called a wrecker.
Which makes sense when you know what happens if you get caught driving without insurance.
One could take your car and wreck your ability to get around.
Instead, you should call 1-800-SAFE-AUTO.
With immediate coverage and low monthly payments.
Which you can make over the phone or by logging on.
Safe Auto will keep you off the hook.
1-800-SAFE-AUTO. And this is why home field advantage in the World Series means everything.
Now, for the first time ever, the league that wins the All-Star game will earn home field advantage in the World Series. The stakes are raised. The intensity is back. The 2003 All-Star game only on Fox. This time, it counts.
Presenting the Lincoln Mercury SUVs. Lincoln Navigator. Lincoln Aviator. Mercury Mountaineer. Ideal for playtime, quiet time, and real time. Only at your Lincoln Mercury dealer, the domain of civilized SUVs. Come in now for 0% APR for 5 full years or $3,000 cash back during the Lincoln Mercury SUV Drive Away.
Hey, baseball fans, you can win a trip for 4 to the Major League Baseball All-Star Game in Chicago, courtesy of Subway and Fox SportsNet. Just send a postcard with your name, address, and phone number to Subway Eat Fresh All-Star Giveaway. Care of Fox SportsNet, 2 Allegheny Center, Suite 1000, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 15212. Send your postcard today, and remember to stop by Subway and get an All-Star Cup and try the new Chipotle Southwest Steak and Cheese Sub.
Oh, come on, let's get this guy. It's got to be over 100 degrees out there.
You have any idea what that does to an engine?
Need a motor oil for hot temperatures? We developed one. Pennzoil Synthetic resists thinning to protect engines in hot summer conditions. Pennzoil, we're driving protection.
Get up to $15 back at participating Pennzoil 10-minute oil change centers.
You're watching Fox Sports Net.
Pirates baseball on Fox Sports Net is brought to you by Toyota and the very affordable Toyota Echo. Get the feeling, Toyota. By Rocky Mountain Cold Coors Light, cold down easy. And by the MEC Racing Network, the Meadows and MEC off-track locations are the perfect places for men's night out. In a moment, the Pirates will take the field. The Bucks wearing the uniforms reminiscent of the way the game was played and how it looked back in the early part of the 20th century. Lloyd McClendon's team 24-33. The Pirates currently are 7.5 games back of the Cubs. The Cubs beat Tampa Bay 8-1 this afternoon. Sammy Sosa went 1 for 4 in that game. And the Milwaukee Brewers won the first game of a doubleheader at Shea Stadium 8-7. That means currently the Pirates are 1 game ahead of the last place Brewers. Honus Wagner's granddaughter, Leslie
Jack Ritchie
Wagner Blair, will be throwing out the ceremonial first pitch. Did so from the stands just past the Pirate dugout, throwing the ceremonial first pitches to Craig Wilson and Adam Heisdu. And the Pirates have taken the field. The Boston Red Sox lineup brought to you by Dodge. Bill Miller leading off at third base. Todd Walker at second base. Nomar Garciaparra at shortstop. Manny Ramirez in left field. Ramirez in the doubleheader last night went 5 for 8. The home run and 4 RBIs. David Ortiz followed by right fielder Trot Nixon, catcher Jason Varitek, center fielder Johnny Damon, and the pitcher John Burkett.
And they'll be facing Jeff Suppan. The PNC scouting report for Jeff. One last time out against the Cardinals. Went just 5 innings, but got the win, the first win, and he's looking for that win for quite a while, almost a month. First win since April 27th. His control has been exceptional. That's been one of his weapons. 18 walks in 11 starts. Very good. He's had 6 starts against the Boston club. I guess we can call him the Red Sox now. We're getting underway. 2-3 in his 6 starts. Had a complete game against the Red Sox way back in 1999.
Yeah, Jeff Suppan signed, drafted by the Boston Red Sox, taken in the second round of the 1993 June draft of that year, and came up with Boston in 95. The Pirates defensively in the outfield, Sanders, Lofton, and Giles. On the infield, Simon Rebele, Jack Wilson, and Aramis Ramirez. Much has been said about Aramis Ramirez swinging the bat extremely well of late. A 17-game hitting streak. Also, Aramis has been playing much better defensively over the last several weeks. Jason Kendall, the catcher.
Many times one will lead to another. You start playing better defense, maybe a little more comfortable in the batter's box. You start hitting the ball a little bit better, maybe a little more confidence, maybe a little more upbeat in your approach to your defense.
Bill Miller to lead off. Miller leads the major leagues with a .371 batting average. After last night's doubleheader, he does have enough plate appearances to qualify. Hank Blaylock of Texas had been leading the American League, but now it's Miller. And Miller has 21 doubles. Ball fouled out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. The Pennsylvania Lottery providing with the league leaders in the American League. Bill Miller, followed by the Rangers' Hank Blaylock, Baltimore's Melvin Moore, the Indians' Milton Bradley, and then Tampa Bay's Rocco Baldelli. And Suppan's 0-2 pitch. Fly ball to left field. And out of play.
These Red Sox hitting just under 300 as a team. A tremendous team batting average. It is quite an offensive machine. We certainly got evidence of that in last night's doubleheader. They came out of the blocks swinging, and they didn't quit. And they, unlike the Pirates, have just managed to keep adding on during the course of the ball game. They did that last night very successfully and came away with a couple wins and got themselves back into first place in the American League East.
The Red Sox outscoring the Pirates in the doubleheader 19-7. Once again, the fly ball towards the seats down that left field line. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. So Jeff Suppan's thrown 4 pitches. All 4 have been strikes.
Should be an interesting matchup, Suppan and Burkett, because they're not flamethrowers, and their season numbers are very, very similar. When we get a chance to maybe do a little comparison, John Burkett getting ready to get out there for his 12th start of the year.
Even though Jeff Suppan has jumped out in front of Bill Miller, no balls and 2 strikes. Miller finding a way to prolong this first at bat of the game.
Jeff Suppan will be 87 to maybe 90, 91 on occasion on the radar gun. So not being a flamethrower, sometimes it's hard to put somebody away with that 3rd strike. You can't overpower him.
Well, the last 2 pitches missing above the strike zone. Wade McClendon alongside his bench coach Pete McCannon and Pirate trainer Brad Henderson. He put him away there.
Yep, got that ball by him. Kind of like the fact we don't have a radar gun, because then I can make things up. Enough on this fastball. Out over the plate, and Miller comes up empty. Good start for Jeff Suppan. He outlasted him.
Second baseman Todd Walker has a 19-game hitting streak, batting average of .326. By the way, Steve was alluding to the fact that there's no radar indication on the scoreboard here at the ballpark, but we still have the radar being shown in the Fox box at the top of your screen.
Darn it. Couldn't get away with the whole program. There you have just the bare essentials. That gives you the information you need to follow the ball game. And it really always has. We've come up with a lot of different bells and whistles, but you can still keep pretty good track right there.
If you don't have a good cake, the icing ain't going to make any difference. Nomar Garciaparra batting .315. Garciaparra has 16 doubles, 8 triples, including 1 in each of the games last night, 10 home runs. 2 balls, no strikes. So you like this little dance that Nomar does after each pitch?
Yeah, he does the gloves, and then he kind of tap dances his way into his batting stance.
Fair ball. And it's a 1-2-3, top of the first. Play the Cleveland Indians in exciting interleague action on June 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Tickets are still available. Call 1-877-893-BUCKS. That's Sherry Rosiski from the Pirates front office, looking beautiful in her attire, remembering back to about 1903.
Yeah, the parasol looks good.
Here's the Pirates batting order, brought to you by Jeep. Kenny Lofton, Jason Kendall, Brian Giles, Aramis Ramirez, a 17-game hitting streak, swinging the bat at a .444 pace in the 17 games. Randall Simon, Reggie Sanders, Jack Wilson, Jeff Revley, Jeff Suppan. You see now that Lloyd McClendon tonight has Kendall in the number 2 spot, Jack Wilson down to number 7.
The veteran John Burkett. We'll take a look at his scouting report when we get a chance. John will change speeds on his fastball. It just doesn't go down all the way down to a changeup type of a variation off the fastball. He'll take just a little bit off on occasion. So you see the good fastball, the moderate fastball, the slower fastball, and then he can work his way down to a change. So he'll give you a lot of different looks on that straight pitch. It has been a struggle on the road, 7 ERA away from Fenway, and got knocked around his last start by the Toronto Blue Jays. 2 innings and 8 earned runs given up, but don't take anything away from John Burkett. He has won 157 Major League ball games in his 14th Major League season.
Kenny Lofton's bouncing ball, bobbled by first baseman Ortiz. I'm not sure why David Ortiz felt he should play it the way he did. Trying to be a little stylish, and it cost him.
Yeah, he's got the play right there, 2 steps away from first base. Oh yeah, tries to pick it. Yeah, pick it and look kind of cool, and doesn't come up with a baseball. So the Pirates get a break. They get their runner on, their leadoff man on, and the leadoff man has a lot of good speed.
In the first inning of last night's doubleheader, Jack Wilson made an error. Jason Kendall charged with a pass ball, and the Red Sox picked up an unearned run against Benson and went on to win the first game of the Twin Bill 11-4. Kendall hitting .284. No score, bottom of the first inning. John Burkett started with the San Francisco Giants, also with the Marlins and Rangers and Braves. Second year with the Boston Red Sox.
His first full year with the Giants was a dandy, 14-7. He had had a cup of coffee a few years earlier, but in '90 he was terrific.
Kendall hit by a pitch. 2 Pirates on the bottom of the first.
Jason Kendall will take everything out of the way except that arm, and Pirates have some funky looking action going.
You know, it's amazing to me, Steve, and I thought about this the other day and came back into my mind having watched the pitch that hit Kendall. With so many hitters standing on top of the plate with their elbows over the plate, there have to be some of those pitches that are strikes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Base hit to right field by Giles. Lofton scores. 1-0 Pirates in the bottom of the first inning.
So the first item of legitimacy creates a run for the Pirates. Error, hit by pitch, and an RBI single, and the Pirates jump out here in the first inning. Ryan hits it out on the end of the bat, but has enough to lift it over the head of Todd Walker, and Bucks are on the board.
It will be an unearned run because Lofton reached by way of David Ortiz's error. 17-game hitting streak at a batting average of .294. Ramos doing a great job most recently of putting the ball in play. Has struck out only 1 time in his last 75 plate appearances. The Cubs winning this afternoon, beating Tampa Bay 8-1 as the Cubs had a 7-run third inning. And the Cubs right now lead the Astros by a half game. The Astros tonight hosting Baltimore. No balls, 2 strikes. The Atlanta Braves defeated Texas 8-4. The Braves sweeping the series from the Rangers. And the Pirates will be in Atlanta to take on the Braves this weekend.
How about the sleeves on these uniforms? It looked like they belong at a prom more than a baseball game. A lot of material. Wonder how that feels to the pitchers.
Ground ball to third. Miller to Walker. To Ortiz, safe at first. And the Red Sox do not get the double play. Kendall advances to third. 1 out. Giles erased at second.
And that's a big item because now you can get a sac fly and get another run. Looked like Miller might have been a little a little late getting the ball out of his glove, maybe having trouble getting the ball out of the glove or getting a grip, and because of that, good hustle by Ramirez combines it with beating the play at first base.
Well, we might have gotten a break there. Grady Little, the manager of the Red Sox, talking to first base umpire and crew chief Jerry Crawford. Well, the Boston Red Sox defensively brought to you by Pepsi. On the infield, Ortiz, Walker, Garcia-Parra, and Miller. Nomar Garcia-Parra has committed 9 errors this year. Last year, it was Alex Rodriguez who won the Gold Glove, and for 9 straight years before that, it was Omar Vizquel in Cleveland. Ramirez, Damon, and Nixon in the outfield. Veritek catching. Grady Little back to the dugout. Runners at first and third, 1 out. Randall Simon, the batter. Simon hit a home run in the first game of last night's doubleheader. Base hit to right. Ramirez able to jump over the ball. Aramis makes a wide turn at second base and is able to get back to second. Kendall scores on the Simon single. 2-0 Pirates.
So a little soft serve, kind of a borderline ground ball hit by Randall Simon, but it finds the hole. And Aramis Ramirez with the jump over the baseball, thinking about third base. You can see him with a big turn there. The high throw eliminates any cause for concern at second base.
A couple of children's games, Simon Says and Hopscotch. Simon Says, jump over this baseball. Reggie Sanders batting 6th, playing right field. 1 out, 2 runs in. Well, Burkett's defense has let him down in this first inning. Fly ball to left. Ramirez went halfway and now gets back to second base. Simon returns to first. 2 outs. Jack Wilson ready to step in. There's Timmy DeBacco, who is making the announcements, introducing the players from the top of the Pirates dugout.
It just seems like it's a regular occurrence. Jeff Suppan pitches, the Pirates score in the first run. This is now 9 times in his 12 starts that they have given him early offense.
And it goes along with the point that you were making earlier about the Pirates doing most of their scoring this year in early stages of games.
Yeah, I was stunned at that. 50% of their runs have been scored all year. 50% of all the runs they've scored this year in the first 3 innings. Also goes along with the point that John Burkett has, in spite of being let down by his defense, has been hurt in these last 2 starts. Really got tattooed last time out against Toronto, and could be sitting in the dugout really in the first inning right now.
Dave Ortiz made the error on the Lofton ground ball. Extremely routine play. Two balls, 1 strike.
The Red Sox play a lot of ball games where they try to outscore their opponents. Their pitching staff is not really anywhere where they'd like to have it. Before last night's doubleheader, 13th in the American League out of 14 teams.
3 balls, 1 strike. Good turnout tonight at PNC Park for Turn Back the Clock and the 3rd and final meeting of the year between the Pirates and the Red Sox. Baseball fans of all ages on hand. We had rain on Tuesday. That forced the postponement. The game from Tuesday night made up last night. Turn Back the Clock festivities pushed back to today. Jack Wilson walks. Ramirez to third, Simon to second as Jack takes first. The bases are loaded for Jeff Rebele.
Now here's the turning point in an inning. You can really bust it wide open right now, or you can just go ahead and take your 2 runs and go get your gloves and play defense. In a couple different directions right here.
The bases are loaded, 2 outs. The Pirates 2 and the Red Sox nothing. Pitch down, low ball 1.
The Pirates have an initial P on their caps. The
the Boston Americans just have solid gray cap. You have to wait a few years.
And a strike. Hey, Steve, I've been watching Veritek. He not only has been giving signs like most catchers do in the crouch position, signs in between his thighs, but he also goes through the hand signals up on his chest protector. What might that all be about? See if he does. Yeah, there he goes.
I'm not sure unless it's got something to do with location.
Instead of moving one way or the other, he just...
And sometimes they'll just put down the fingers and try to gesture with their hands between their legs after the fingers, and he might just be doing the fingers and then location by what he does up around the chest protector. I would think that's where he wants the ball, one of those areas.
Fly ball to center. And Damon makes the catch. The Pirates scored 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 Red Sox error and 3 men left on base.
The biggest stars are on the best damn sports show, period. Please welcome Samuel Jackson. Tonight on Fox Sports Net.
The Bucks play the Expos June 17th. Show your Giant Eagle Advantage card and get $4 off your ticket. Call 1-800-BUY-BUCKS for information.
You want the best values in America? Well, they're here now at the Dodge Summer Sales Drive,
Where you'll find our best products.
Like the powerful Ram 1500 with an available 5.7-liter Hemi.
And our best deals, get a $2,500 cash allowance or 0% financing for up to 60 months on Ram 1500.
All with Dodge's 7-year, 70,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Let us prove we got the best values in America. Hurry to your Dodge dealer today.
I'm not just a butcher, I'm a meat cutter, and I love certified Angus beef. I've been sharpening knives since 1963. Those hands cut a lot of meat. I'm choosy, I'm picky, and I know exactly how thick an 1.25 is. Love cutting meat, love eating meat, love everything about it. I know juicy, I know tender, and I love great marbling. I wouldn't give it to you if I wouldn't eat it myself. I can catch you the best steak and show you exactly how to cook it. And you can find me at Giant Eagle.
54321, weeknights on Fox Sports Net.
After 1 inning, the Pirates 2 and the Red Sox nothing. Jeff Suppan set down the Sox 1-2-3 in the first inning. That's good. That means Manny Ramirez leads off the second.
And that's a good thing. That is a good thing.
Ramirez led the American League in batting last year, an average of .349. This year hitting .324. 40 RBIs.
See what they've done for the pitcher, Jeff Suppan. His sleeves are not nearly as long and fluffy and flowering as the rest of the position players. They've cut, looks like they've cut his down so it'll have a little more freedom of movement. Didn't make a great seam there, but it worked out okay.
What were those words you used again?
Flowery and fluffed out. Well,
very good.
Yeah, and billowy.
Billowy.
Yeah, if you looked at Ramirez. Now look at those sleeves.
Those look like boat sails.
Very stylish. Yeah, boat sails. And that's a very stylish pitch for Jeff Suppan against Mr. Manny Ramirez. Nicely done. The sleeves have it. That's a changeup, and one of the reasons you can tell it's a changeup, there's a couple reasons you can see a changeup. A batter will finish the swing one-handed, or a pitcher, when he releases, that hand that releases the ball will almost come back down around the other arm and up the middle of his back. That's how you follow through effectively for a good off-speed changeup. That sells it.
Strike 1 on David Ortiz. Phil Cuzzy's the home plate umpire. Jerry Crawford, Brian O'Nora, and Larry Poncino working the bases. 2-0 Pirates. Ortiz hitting .292. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. David Ortiz from the Dominican Republic. He's with the Minnesota Twins through last year. Signed by the Red Sox as a free agent in January of this year.
I was looking at the numbers of these two starters. Suppan 67 innings, Burkett 62 coming into the game. Both had given up 75 hits. Suppan 18 walks, Burkett 20 walks, and both had struck out 35. So very similar. The ball fouled away. And similar styles, not overpowering, have to hit their spots. Suppan 5 and 5, and Burkett 3 and 3. Sift that all out. Those totals for both pitchers after 11 starts each. Similar numbers.
Jeff Suppan has struck out 3 of the first 5 Boston Red Sox hitters. Buccos lead it by a score of 2-0 in the second inning. And the Pirates go out on a road trip after tonight's game. The Buccos come home, and the Pirates will host the Cleveland Indians the weekend of June 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Tickets are available. Call 1-877-893-BUCKS. Or log on to PittsburghPirates.com or visit the Pirate ticket office here at PNC Park. The next Pirate homestand featuring games against the Expos and the Indians. Fly ball to left center field. And Brian Giles over to make the catch. And Jeff Suppan has put together a couple of perfect innings. 2-0 Bucks after an inning and a half.
Imagine the perfect SUV. It would make you feel secure. It would be built to last. It would cost much less than you'd expect. And it would be awarded best in class. What you'd be imagining is the Kia Sorento, the only midsize SUV with a standard V6 and a 10-year warranty for under $21,000. Imagine that. Now get 0% financing or up to $2,000 cash back.
In search of a meaningful relationship, Ideal Partner has the following: high hopes and household bills, long-term dreams and daily dilemmas. Above all, the willingness to believe that a bank can help with all of the above. If this is you, come see us soon. For thinking and advice that can make a difference, talk to PNC.
Ah, the mouth. It does so many nice things for you. Isn't it time to say thank you? With a big kick, introducing Wendy's Southwest Chicken Caesar Salad. With spicy pieces of chicken filet, seasoned corn and black beans, plus a Southwest Caesar dressing. The new Southwest Chicken Caesar Salad. It's Caesar with a kick. Wendy's, it's better here. And our pickup window is open till 1 a.m. or later, so you can eat great even late.
Clemens seeks immortality in his 300th win against the Cubs. Fox Saturday Baseball this week.
Gerald Perry and Randall Simon talking hitting, no doubt. Bottom of the second inning coming up, and Delphia Malone of Burgettstown is the Giant Eagle contestant.
John Burkett has given up 8 home runs in his starts to this point.
Well, Jeff Suppan has a lifetime batting average of .241. It's low and outside, ball 1. Jeff Suppan, great guy. And I had a chance to spend some time with both Jeff and his wife Dana at a charity event a couple weeks back. Base hit to right field. Jeff Suppan's 15th major league hit.
Right on cue, Lenny. Yeah, he swings the bat well.
And Suppan did not take it for granted. He hustled down the first baseline. He was watching very closely when Byung-Hyun Kim got the base hit last night in the first game and almost got thrown out at first base. Look at the way he
gets out of the chute
there. Out of that batter's box.
Yep. With his raggedy shirt.
Raggedy Andy at first base. David Ortiz playing behind him. Kenny Lofton reaching base by way of the Ortiz error and picking up a run, able to score on the Giles base hit. Watching Veritek, that time he did not go through the signs, did not go through a series of signs by touching his chest protector as he had when the bases were loaded while there were men on base in the first inning. Or a runner, I guess, at second base. Maybe that's the tip-off.
That could be it, to eliminate any picking up of the signs by the runner at second base. You know, I noticed in the Pirates uniforms, I like the fact they have a pocket. They carry personal items in there, especially a pitcher. You know, who knows? He might have some materials there to put on the baseball.
Crazy glue.
Or perhaps some cork. Seems to be a popular term these days.
Sammy Sosa went 1 for 4 today with an RBI. No word yet on what Major League Baseball plans to do, what penalty will be handed down.
I would think there's been a precedent set. There's always been a suspension.
Fly ball to left.
And, going back to that, yeah, okay, it's unfortunate. If you want us to believe that you had a batting practice bat that you just wanted to put on a show with, fine. But you didn't use it just in batting practice. If you use it in the game, it doesn't matter that you didn't want to, but you did. So it's illegal. If you've used a cork bat, you've been suspended in the past. And I would be very surprised if he didn't get suspended.
Yeah,
I mean, he's got to.
I'd have to believe he's going to get suspended.
I didn't mean to rob the store. I didn't mean to shoot somebody. Well, you did.
Strike one on Kendall. Go back to the point I was making in the first inning when Giles came up with a base hit. Remember, if a hitter's got his elbows out over the plate and the pitch is in the strike zone, when it hits the batter, it's a strike. It's not a hit batsman. And there's just so many hitters that are out over the plate.
It is amazing.
You'd think that at some point the umpire would say that's a strike. That's not a hit batsman. But
and the thing is too, if a pitcher misses inside by a couple of inches, they jump back like you're throwing at them. Like they're getting thrown at. They raise all kind of cane and everything, and it's close to being a strike.
Burkett going to second base, able to erase Soup on the play. Scored 1-6. Garcia's Parra on the receiving end of the throw.
Yeah, and that's a good veteran smart move by John Burkett, knowing he's got the pitcher running, so he's going to get the lead runner, and he had confidence going to second base because he knows that Suppan doesn't run particularly well. So that's a veteran heads-up play. Very, very good awareness there, knowing he's going to have time with the pitcher running.
And he set himself up properly. He had his feet already positioned the way he wanted them to be set up for that throw to second base. Grady Little took over this Boston ball club in March of last year. And the Red Sox a year ago finished in second place in the American League East. Did not make the postseason, as Boston won 93 games, but fell 10.5 games back of the Yankees at the end, and 6 behind the Angels, who won the wild card.
That's got to be discouraging. You win 93 and you finish in double figures behind the winner. 93 wins, pretty good year.
No balls and 2 strikes. I remember when they first started the wild card concept in baseball, there was all this talk, or there was a good bit of talk on the part of the media and fans, that, well, if you have a 500 club, maybe you'll get a wild card spot. As it turns out, it's much more difficult to grab a wild card spot in terms of the number of wins required than it is a particular division title in the league. It is next to mathematically impossible to be near 500 and be a wild card team. Just think about it. If you were a wild card team at 500, that would mean that in the National League, some 12 other teams would have to be under 500.
12 out of the 16.
Late break from Kendall, the delayed steal. He's out at second base. Tried to get in and surprised the Red Sox catcher Jason Varitek, but Jason Kendall is thrown out with Garcia Parra applying the tag. 2-0 Pirates.
And now to liven up the night shift, Shakira.
The Chipotle Southwest Steak and Cheese, is it, ooh-wee, that is nice and spicy? Or is it, you call that spicy?
Sort of, ooh-wee, that is nice and spicy. Sliced steak, melted cheese, and our new Chipotle sauce for spicy kicks. Subway, eat fresh!
There's something new and exciting at Subway. The new Chipotle Southwest Steak and Cheese. Sliced steak, melted cheese, and our new Chipotle sauce for an added spicy kick. Served hot on fresh-baked gourmet bread. It's a taste you've got to try.
Subway, eat fresh!
Rejuvenate your 75,000-mile engine with Pennzoil high-mileage vehicle. The motor oil specially formulated for the needs of your older, wiser vehicle. Pennzoil, we're driving protection.
Get up to $15 back at participating Pennzoil 10-minute oil change centers.
The best damn sports show, period. Tonight on Fox Sports Net.
Pirates baseball on Fox Sports Net is brought to you by your Pittsburgh Jeep dealers. Only in a Jeep 4x4 Jeep. And by Pepsi, the joy of Pepsi. Lloyd McClendon came out of the dugout to have a word with the second base umpire Brian O'Nora. It did look like Garcia Parra had applied a high tag on sliding Kendall.
You're going to watch Varitek double clutch. He doesn't see him go first, and then, yeah, now he sees him go. We're going to see if we can stop it right at the point of the tag, right there. You've got a tag there, and you got the foot there. Now it's up to the umpire to determine what got there first. I think the Pirates had a beat. That play goes either way.
Jason Varitek pops one up, and Randall Simon takes charge. Foul ball. 7 in a row retired by Jeff Suppan. The Pirates lead at 2-0. The Buccos getting the 2 runs in the first inning. Ryan Giles singled in Kenny Lofton, and Randall Simon's 1 base hit knocked in Kendall.
And just 1 ball out of the infield against Jeff Suppan. Well, what you do, pitching against the Red Sox got to be kind of a step-by-step procedure. All right, let's get this guy out. And then you get him, let's get the next guy out. You get out of an inning with no runs. Well, okay, that inning is gone. Now you try another inning. You can't just assume you're just going to run the table against these guys. You got to do it step by step. Just that good a hitting bunch. Can't look too far ahead.
Oh, and 2 the count on Damon. As a spinoff of what Steve just said, it seems like every major league team, when it starts a series, will pinpoint one player on the other team and say, this is the guy that we do not want to have beat us. So you'd have to believe Manny Ramirez is that guy on the Boston Ball Club.
Yep, he is. But that's also part of what can be a trap, too, because the rest of them are so good. If you just really isolate all your concentration on Manny Ramirez, you can get hurt by the other guys. So, yeah, he's the main focus, but don't forget about these other good hitters.
Steve, when you were pitching against the Giants, could you designate either Mays or McCovey?
Yeah, but it was the same kind of thing because you had Jim Ray Hart, you had Bobby Bonds, but McCovey was the guy I really concentrated on. But that was really a power-laden lineup.
Sliding backhanded stop. Stretch from Randall Simon, 2 outs.
pretty on both ends. Nice play by Ramirez. Nice, good-looking stretch by Randall Simon. That is good defense right there. Starts right there. Straightens up, and it ends right there. You needed exceptional work on both ends, and you got it.
Early part of the game, we're continuing this theme of the kids' stories with Ramirez and Simon. They got together. And a base hit by Simon and the hopscotch over the batted ball by Ramirez. And Suppan is perfect the first time through the Boston Red Sox batting order.
Coming up on Pittsburgh Sports Tonight, Mario Lemieux talks candidly about the future of the Penguins, and Walt Harris talks about fighting to keep the Big East Conference intact. All that and more after the game on Pittsburgh Sports Tonight.
The Pirates look to get on a roll. But first, they have to shut down Sheffield and the surging Braves. Series begins Friday on Fox Sports Net.
The Bucks play the Cleveland Indians in exciting interleague action on June 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Tickets are still available. Call 1-877-893-BUCKS. A number of times during the telecasts of Pirate baseball, we're going to be joined by Gene Collier from the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, and Gene is with us tonight. Hello, Gene.
Hello, Lanny, and a happy, very happy throwback the clock, turn back the clock night to you and yours. I am with Bob Abbott of Oil City, PA. Who better to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the World Series between Boston and Pittsburgh than Bob. Bob, the year was 1903, and you were there, right?
Right.
You were there?
No.
You were there or not, Bob?
No.
No. How about Honus Wagner, Cy Young? You remember those guys, no?
No.
How about Exposition Park? You remember that?
No.
Bob, you're killing me here. I thought we had a deal.
Well, I was only 1 year old then.
Only one, boys. Back to you.
Okay, Gene.
No.
I like a man that gets to the point right away.
Yep.
Beating around the bush. And second baseman Walker handles the Giles pop-up one away. Like that, Gene says, hey, you're killing me, Bob.
Anybody that's ever done interviews in a legitimate sense, that does kill you. No, yes, no, I don't know, maybe.
That's why a lot of us who do Major League Baseball, we love having our colleagues on other broadcast teams be pregame guests.
Oh, yes.
They know the drill.
Uh-huh.
Joe Castiglione, the voice of the Red Sox, joined me on Voices of the Game last night. And we'll hope to talk to Tom Cheek of Toronto when we're in Skydome next week.
I think you might hold the consecutive years on the Richie Ashburn show. When the late Richie Ashburn did his pregame show, running for Terry, never missed.
Well, I used to hover outside the Phillies broadcast booth. I was in the right, so I knew that Richie'd be looking for a guest, and
yep.
It's all about being in the right place at the right time. 2-0 Pirates. Ball fouled away. Ramos Ramirez batting with nobody on and one out. Wade McClendon said on his radio show last night that they do have to, from time to time, remind Ramos that now that he's got the batting average climbing and he's putting the ball in play, don't be thinking about the long ball. Just keep Driving the ball up the middle or the opposite way. There's a base hit just out of the reach of Nomar Garcia-Parra, and it's an 18-game hitting streak for Aramis Ramirez.
Breaking ball downstairs that he stays with. I remember talking to Aramis after a win against the Cubs in Chicago about that very subject, and he said he was trying to be patient, and he agreed with the philosophy Lloyd and Gerald Perry had about the fact that he is strong enough when he hits the ball solidly. When he gets under it, it will travel far enough. Pirates batting coach Gerald Perry.
Base hit to right. Simon is 2 for 2. And now we can see again whether Varitek does go to his chest protector for signs with a runner at second base. What's on tap brought to you by Coors Light. The Pirates and the Atlanta Braves. The Braves have one of the best ball clubs in the big leagues. Kip Wells against Shane Reynolds. Reynolds, the former Houston Astro. That's tomorrow night. Our coverage begins Friday evening at 6:30 with Sports Beat. Javi Lopez had been out for 5 games with a hamstring injury, but Lopez came back today and hit a home run of the Braves' 8-4 win over Texas. And Andrew Jones did not start today, a 4th consecutive start that he's missed because of a number of injuries. Shoulder injury, ankle problem, his knee has been hurting him. Swing and a miss, strike 1, and I didn't watch to see whether Varitek went to his chest protector that time.
Watch it here. Well, you still have that Ramirez-Simon program going. Here, bottom of the 3rd, they keep their act together.
Yeah, there he goes.
Yeah, so it's to keep the signals away from a runner at second base.
It'd be fun to constantly watch and see what Varitek does and try to guess what he's doing, but I'm not smart enough to be able to pick it up. So,
well, I never wanted to catch her to do that when I was pitching, so I'm certainly not smart enough. The simpler, the better. We would use a very simple system when I pitched. It would be the second signal that he gave. Well, the man on second. So, all right, man on second, second sign. If they want to pick him up, a lot of hitters would not accept guys at second base trying to steal signs for him, because if he gets wrong, you can get hurt. And that guy out at second base gives you a sign it's going to be a curveball. You lean in, and it's the fastball instead. Well, it might be the last time you lean in.
Kent Colby, when he was pitching for the Pirates, Teague didn't see all that well, and so either Ed Ott or Steve Nicosia, they would go through the finger signs, but then they would either touch the inside of the thigh for the fastball, right down the middle with the hand would be the slider, and then outside the left thigh would be the changeup.
I did the same thing. I did a little different configuration, but I could not see the finger signals as well either. I did the same thing.
That familiar habit of Reggie Sanders, the constant flipping of the wrist, pronating and supinating. And now the bat like a metronome.
Well, wait a minute now. I'm trying to keep up. The pronating and supinating.
So is
supinating is doing pretty well. I tell you, he tried the first 9 in a row.
When
he's supinating as good as you can.
Well, that's what it's called when you go through the batting order perfect. That's called supination, right? And now when you're getting a couple hits in the game like Randall, that's called simonizing.
Here we got it. Here we go.
Sanders lashes one to left. And the bases are loaded. Ramirez to third, Simon to second. Sanders gets his first hit of the night. Nice going, Reggie.
Pirates very much in business here in the bottom of the 3rd. No chance for Bill Miller.
Now the Pirates left the bases loaded in the first inning. The Pirates 2. And the Red Sox nothing in the 3rd. Jack getting 273 this year with runners in scoring position. Six Pirate hits, all singles. Oh, and 2. Fly ball to right. Ramirez tagging up. Ramos going to try to score. Safe. 3-0 Pirates. Ramirez does score. Simon to third. Sanders stays at first.
A real good throw by Nixon from right field, but it looks like Aramis Ramirez got in under the tag, and we're going to have another discussion at home plate. Phil Cuzzy is going to hear it from Grady Little, and it looked like it took Veritek a while to get the ball back around his body to apply the tag. Let's see what we can see here. He gets the ball right there, bringing it around. But again, a high tag, and Cuzzy right there making the judgment that the foot got in before the tag was applied up high on the body. Yet another angle. I think he got the call right. I think the foot was on the plate before he tagged him up on the chest.
Now the Pirates appeal at third base because Aramis Ramirez was late getting back to the base. But it is a legal tag, and Boston appealing on whether Ramirez left prematurely. First and third, 2 outs, 3-0 Pirates. Jack Wilson's 20th RBI of the year.
Yeah, and a sidelight to that whole thing was the fact that Burkett was out in front 0-2 and gave Jack Wilson a pitch to hit. He didn't want it anywhere in that neighborhood. I can guarantee you. He was way out in front, and Jack was able to get enough on it to get it out to the outfield and get the RBI.
Outside 1-1 on one of our replays. You probably noticed there was a fan behind home plate that was most emphatic about the fact that Ramirez was safe at the plate. Even more strong with the safe call than was Phil Cuzzy. Well, Phil definitely had the better look at it than the fan did.
Yes.
First and third, 2 outs, 3-0 Pirates. Now watch this replay. Watch it. Look into the stands. Right there, the guy.
Safe.
See, he's got it before Phil's got it. I mean, that was a good 3 seconds before the home plate umpire. Talk about a great bit of umpiring from the third row. Three and 1 on Rebelin.
There's your evidence of the Pirates having scored more than 50% of their runs all year in the first 3 innings. It was either 0-2 or 1-2 to Jack Wilson, and John Burkett got this pitch up in an area where Jack could really do something with it, and I don't think John had that location in mind. But Jack Wilson took advantage and drove in the run.
Rebelin was taking all the way on 3 and 1. The bases are reloaded. John Burkett from New Brighton, Pennsylvania, out of Beaver High School. Robert Person warming up in the Boston bullpen. Tony Cloninger going to the mound. Cloninger was not with the Red Sox in Toronto. dealing with some personal problems this year.
Some health problems for Tony. We were mentioning last night. This man right here, well, a major league pitcher, hit 2 grand slams in one game against the San Francisco Giants. Tony Cloninger, 8 ribbies. That'll help the cause.
Tony diagnosed with bladder cancer back earlier this year.
I think Tony had spent some years on the coaching staff of the New York Yankees. Joe Torre and the boys.
There are 2 outs, bases loaded for Jeff Suppan. Suppan singled to right. His first time up. The Pirates 3 and the Red Sox nothing in the 3rd.
And this is a good opportunity for Jeff Suppan because John Burkett's not a flamethrower. So you have a feeling of confidence that you're not just going to be blown away when you stand in there. You have a feeling you got a pretty good chance to make some contact somewhere. And with that in mind, Jeff handles the bat well enough. If he makes contact, he can do something with it. Handle that breaking ball too well. Now John Burkett thinking strikeout with the bases loaded against the mound opponent.
Ground ball, diving stop by Walker, and he throws out Suppan. Top shelf play turned in by the Boston second baseman. The Pirates pick up a run on 3 hits, and the Pirates leave 3 on base.
This is why home field in the World Series means everything.
With home field advantage in the World Series at stake, this time it counts. The 2003 All-Star Game on Fox.
Space available for any size business, especially suited to those looking to prosper and uncover new opportunities. One upfront requirement: the belief that a bank can really help. A bank that believes in making space for a business like yours. For thinking and advice that can make a difference, call or come see us at PNC.
You want the best values in America? Well, they're here now at the Dodge Summer Sales Drive,
where you'll find our best products.
Like the powerful Ram 1500 with an available 5.7-liter Hemi. And our best deals: get a $2,500 cash allowance or 0% financing for up to 60 months on Ram 1500.
all with Dodge's 7-year, 70,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Let us prove we got the best values in America. Hurry to your Dodge dealer today.
At CarQuest, our people go above and beyond the call of duty to help the technician working on your car by supplying them with superior service and only quality auto parts. Like Champion's Copper Plus plugs with zirconia enhanced ceramic for better performance. Top this off with a 2-year unlimited mileage guarantee and you've got a winner. Install Champion spark plugs no matter what you drive. With nearly 4,000 stores and over 130,000 CarQuest parts to choose from. We'll be there when you need us. CarQuest, the professional choice.
In the doubleheader yesterday, we had 4 triples, including one by Kenny Lofton in the first inning of the second game. Here's tonight's Aflac trivia question: who holds the career record for triples in the National League?
And what a play by Todd Walker. If he doesn't get that ground ball off the bat by Suppan, the Pirates score 2 more, and all of a sudden it's a 5-0 lead, and it's just 2 more runs, but you have a whole different feel. You get to that 5 level, and you're feeling pretty good about the way things going. Right now you're feeling okay about 3-0, but 5-0, that would have been a whole different program, and that to me is a huge play made. That keeps the Pirates within sight of the Red Sox, and with their bats, that's pretty much all they need to feel okay.
The first 9 Boston hitters have been retired. Anaheim has an early 1-0 lead over Montreal in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and Garrett Anderson's hit another home run, his 12th of the year and 4th in 2 days. Garrett Anderson hit 3 home runs in Anaheim's win at San Juan 11-2 yesterday. And how about Jeff Devannon? He's homered from each side of the plate in consecutive games.
I tell you, if you got some power, you love to play in Hiram Bithorn Stadium in Puerto Rico. Yeah, it's a great hitter's ballpark. It's not real big, and the ball jumps there.
14 home runs for the Angels so far in that series. They're playing the 3rd game of the series. Bill Miller.
14 home runs in 2 games.
13 in the first 2, and plus this home run by Garrett Anderson today. Matt Clement pitched well today in the Cubs' 8-1 win. For Clement, his first win in some time. Matt had lost 5 in a row. Fly ball, Giles pushed back. And the Red Sox trail the Pirates 3-0. 10 in a row retired by Jeff Suppan. This week, Fox Saturday Baseball. Interleague play. The New York Yankees at Wrigley Field against the Chicago Cubs. And the scheduled pitching matchup, Roger Clemens, his 3rd try for win number 300 against Kerry Wood. Wood winless since April 29th. It all comes your way Saturday at 1 on Fox.
Texas gunslingers, Clemens and Kerry Wood.
Todd Walker rounded out his first time up. Matt Clement, 7 innings, allowed 1 run, struck out 7 in getting the win today, beating Tampa Bay. Pirates are in Atlanta this weekend for games Friday and Saturday nights and Sunday afternoon. Off day Monday, the Pirates play at Skydome Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. It was 11 years ago that the Pirates played exhibition games in Toronto. Spring training games, March of 1992. Ball dropped into center field. You know what Bob Walk said last night?
He said to ask.
He remember that's a 20-game hitting streak for Todd Walker. Bob said he remembers only 2 things from the Pirates' trip to Toronto in 1992. The fact that he gave up a home run, and the fact that they had specific temperature indicators on the shower faucets. Not just cold, warm,
not
hot.
just that range.
Yeah, it was. But he doesn't remember whether it was Celsius or Fahrenheit, which starts to lead me to believe that he's making the whole thing up.
Yeah, the story loses its texture.
Speaking of texture, how about that outfit that Walkie's wearing?
Well, I'll tell you, don't get a match near it. Now, why does he have the earpiece in? I don't know what the earpiece is all about. Well, he's using the microphone, not using the headset. He went high tech on us, didn't he?
Well, what about Greg? Is he still wearing his top hat or whatever that's called?
The skimmer. The boater?
Is that what it's called, a skimmer? There he is. Like a carnival barker.
Yep. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Step right up and watch these buccos play.
Two balls, 1 strike.
The adjusting of the gloves. Now let's see the feet. Let's see the feet. Tap our way into the. There we go. Happy feet.
Rolled soft shoe, Boston style. Your basic pop-up Pittsburgh style. And 2 outs in the 4th. Foul ball.
Tap the feet, but as the pitch gets ready to arrive, it settles right in there, and there's your good stance. And there's your follow-through.
A great turnout here tonight at the ballpark for this 3rd game of the series. Manny Ramirez with a shot to the left field corner. It is a 2-run home run. Manny Ramirez hitting his 10th of the year, and just like that, the Red Sox have a pair of runs, and the Pirates trail Pirates lead 3-2.
He hooked it just to the right of the foul pole. Down in the left field corner. Larry Poncino eyeballing it as it leaves the yard. Ramirez is just a hitting machine.
Buccos 3, Red Sox 2. After Jeff Suppan had retired the first 10 Boston batters, Todd Walker single, giving Walker a 20-game hitting streak, and then after Garciaparra followed out the home run of Manny Ramirez. He makes the Walker play from the bottom of the third even bigger.
Yep. You'd love to have a 5 up on the board for the Pirates. You'd feel a lot more comfortable. You still have the lead, but in the back of your mind, you just know what these guys are capable of doing with the bats.
Balls, 1 strike. The Red Sox are 3-5 on their current trip. They dropped 2 out of 3 at Yankee Stadium, lost all 3 at Toronto, and they won the 2 games last night. 3 balls, 1 strike. And for Manny Ramirez, he's now 6 for 10 in this series.
Pretty special hitter. Lenny, I'm trying to think back a week or 10 days ago. Was it Toronto that swept the Yankees in the 4-game series? I believe somebody really handed it to them, and I thought it was the Blue Jays.
Yeah, the weekend leading up to Memorial Day, Toronto won the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday games, 23rd, 24th, 25th. Ortiz strikes out. The Red Sox get a pair, 3-2 Buccos.
Oh, look, it's the guy who falls. Fall now.
Oh, I don't really do that anymore. It's not like I got that insurance.
What insurance?
Flat. They pay you cash if you can't work when you get hurt. Not that I ever do. Aisle 5 under lingerie.
Price check.
Aflac. That's about it at work.
Aflac.
Come for the fun and excitement of live harness racing. The Meadows. Be part of it.
This chick's rocking your bro on the dance floor, but she's towing an anchor, a junior investment banker who's talking about herself and not much more. Oh, oh. So buy her a beer, it's the reason you're here. Mighty wingman, you're taking one for the team, so your buddy can live the dream. Wingman.
You're watching Fox Sports Net.
3-2 the score in favor of the Pirates, and here's the Aflac trivia answer. Who holds the career record for triples in the National League? Of course, the Dutchman, Honus Wagner, 252.
You know, whenever we see a lot of pictures of Honus Wagner, he looks big and bulky and old, and then you see that number and you realize that yeah, he could get around the bases in pretty good shape. And he didn't always have that same build that we see him in so many later photographs. 252 triples.
Honus Wagner's statue is now situated outside the Post-Gazette Rotunda at home plate here at PNC Park. Fly ball to right field. Kenny Lofton hits one to the seats. And Lofton has his 7th home run of the year. The Pirates 4, the Red Sox 2.
And a nice way to answer that 2 spot as a result of Manny Ramirez's home run. Well, there's an add-on after the 3 innings.
Strike called. Well, Lofton's hit safely in 30 of his last 31. Hitless in St. Louis on Saturday. The hitting streak stopped at 26 games. And now back with 4 in a row. Hitting safely on Sunday in each game of this series.
And once again, the Boston bullpen is activated. Grady Little got terrific starting pitching. You know, we talk about the hitting prowess of the Boston Red Sox, but both of the starters last night went 7 innings. One gave up no runs, one gave up 1 earned. Robert Person.
Third baseman Miller way off the line. Kendall's out. Jason Kendall in the number 2 spot of the batting order for this game tonight, with Jack Wilson moved down to number 7. There's Robert Person. Buccos 4, Red Sox 2. Boston a half game in front of the Yankees in the American League East. The Yankees playing at Cincinnati again today. And the Yankees scored 5 runs in the top of the 3rd inning. The New Yorkers 6, the Reds 1 at Great American Ballpark. Shallow right center. Trot Nixon makes the catch, 2 outs. Hideki Matsui, a 2-run homer for the Yankees. Jason LaRue, a solo home run for the Reds. Ramos extended his hitting streak to 18 games by delivering a single in the 3rd. No balls, 2 strikes. The Pirates scored 2 runs in the 1st inning. Brian Giles and Randall Simon delivered RBI singles in the opening frame. Then the Pirates picked up a 3rd run on the Jack Wilson sacrifice fly in the 3rd. Manny Ramirez a 2-run homer in the Boston 4th. And this bottom of the 4th inning started with a Lofton home run. Line drive caught by second baseman Walker. The Pirates pick up a run on the home run by Lofton. 4-2 Buccos after 4.
Coming up on Pittsburgh Sports Tonight, Mario Lemieux talks candidly about the future of the Penguins, and Walt Harris talks about fighting to keep the Big East Conference intact. All that and more after the game on Pittsburgh Sports Tonight.
We're ready in advance, no matter when or where. We're ready in advance, whatever's waiting there. Around these parts, trouble doesn't stand a chance. For the best parts, people and price, we're ready in advance. Yeah, bring it on.
Hi, I'm Corey. This is my house. This is my mom. And this is my car. And this is where I work. I like it a lot. Everybody's really cool. This is my best friend Haley. This is Jen. He's my boss.
Corey's a great girl.
I like working with people. I like making their day brighter. I say thank you a million times a day.
It's a lot of fun when you're busy. And when we got a great deal going, it gets even busier.
It makes the day go by a lot faster.
Right now at McDonald's, triple cheeseburgers are just 2 for $3. 6-piece McNuggets are also 2 for $3. Get 2 of a kind or mix and match.
See you soon.
The Bucks play the Expos June 17th. Show your Giant Eagle Advantage card and get $4 off your ticket. Call 1-800-BUY-BUCKS for information. 4-2 Pirates after 4. Looking at that gorgeous hat reminds me to tell you about Kids Fitted Cap Day at the ballpark. Sunday, June 22nd, 1:35 game time. All youngsters 12 and younger receive a fitted cap, compliments of Dodge. Call 1-877-893-BUCKS or PittsburghPirates.com or visit the Pirate ticket windows. Located at the corner of General Robinson and Federal Streets. What do you figure, 30,000 plus tonight?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Wonderful turnout. It was nice to see a lot of the folks in the stands getting into the theme of things, wearing like the old stylish hats. Saw a couple of those on the ladies.
Trot Nixon picking up his 5th hit of the series. Nixon homered in each of the games last night. Christopher Trotman Nixon. Jason Varitek. Varitek had a 3-run homer in the first game off Chris Benson last night. Jeff Suppan first came up with the Boston Red Sox and pitched for Boston in 95, 96, and 97. And then was selected from the Red Sox by the Diamondbacks in the expansion draft November of 1997. Pirates 4, the Red Sox 2. One ball, one strike.
2 switch hitters for the Red Sox. Bill Miller at the top of the batting order, a lot more balanced. His average pretty similar both sides, and Varitek is the one that has a big discrepancy. About 150-point difference. 150 points better when he's on the other side of home plate. But I think the home run came as a lefty.
And he has more power, decidedly so, from the left side. He's hit 6 of his 7 home runs left-handed. So this is his power side. The right side's his average side. On deck, Johnny Damon.
And after that, Burkett's scheduled, but Robert Person continues to warm up in the bullpen, leading you to believe that if they get down to Burkett's spot, that they would pinch hit.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
You know, pitchers are funny in this kind of situation. I look at John Burkett. He's got his helmet on. When there was a chance you get taken out, if you wanted to stay in the ball game and you really wanted to try every possible thing, you put your helmet on, you get it back, sit over by the manager, make sure he knows that you're anxious to stay in there and continue in the ball game. It very, very seldom works, but you do funny things.
A greeting from the Gateway Clipper people.
Yep. Party atmosphere in the ballpark and party liner heading on down the river.
Four-2 Pirates in the 5th inning. Count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Varitek. .35 game tomorrow night. First game of the series in Atlanta.
No rest for the weary. Good hitting team here for the Boston Red Sox. The Braves are good and the Blue Jays are good.
A shot at Josh Fogg. Josh is slated to go on Saturday. Still no formal announcement on who would pitch on Sunday in light of the fact that Benson's normal spot of the rotation should have been Tuesday night, but Chris was pushed back to pitch the first game last night. And Benson did pitch into the 7th inning, as did Jeff D'Amico. A shot to right center field by Varitek. Nixon goes to third. Lofton's throw into shortstop Jack Wilson. First and third, nobody out.
And a red flag in a 2-run ball game here in the top of the 5th. A couple of leadoff singles, and the Red Sox, they're right back at you. And the phone's going to ring in the Pirate dugout, I believe, as you watch this base hit by the Boston catcher. I saw some people moving around, but nothing happening yet. Get a pretty good look at the telephone out there if we get a good enough lens. There it is. Yep. When that thing rings, there's action.
Well, the Pirate middle infielders playing back at double play depth. John Burkett is in the on-deck circle. And ball one. If we watch carefully, we'll probably see at some point, if there are enough pitches thrown to Damon, we'll see that signal for Kendall, from Kendall, for the step to third, throw to first. It's almost automatic in this situation. Ground ball to second baseman Reveille to Jack Wilson. Safe at first. A run scores. Nixon comes home. And it's now 4-3 in favor of the Pirates.
And there's a plus for having that kind of speed in the number 8 spot. Johnny Damon hit a perfect double play ball, but with his speed, he beats it at first base. This most times is automatic.
John Burkett bats. Ramirez comes in looking for the bunt. The Pirates 4, the Red Sox 3. Strike one.
They do not go to a pinch hitter, probably because of this bunt opportunity.
Giving you a sense of the difference between American League and National League Baseball. The Red Sox have had only 12 pinch hit at bats this year. The Pirates 88. Yes, he did. That's right, Phil. No balls and 2 strikes. He offered at that pitch.
Here's the evidence.
John Burkett trying to be sneaky.
John's been around a long time. He knows all the moves to make.
Boy, has he ever.
14th year here in the big leagues.
And this is his 21st year of pro baseball. First played pro ball in 1983.
To the Giants organization.
Ball bobbled by Suppan. If there's still time to get the out at first base, sacrifice 1-3, advancing Damon to second.
And you hold your breath, not just because of the bobble, but because so many pitchers, after they bobble, will hurry and then throw the ball into the grandstand. Right there. Now you pick it up, and boy, you've seen it happen so many times. You pick that ball up after the bobble, and who knows where it's going to go.
Well, you know, Steve, even though Damon runs well, my initial reaction was to think that Suppan had a play at second base.
I thought so also.
Now, maybe it won't be a big deal, but let's wait and see. Miller has struck out and flied out. Pitch down low, ball one. The Pirates 4, Red Sox 3. Here's the bunt again.
Right there.
Oh,
Stop
yes.
it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. If we can go back even a little bit before the bobble. Right. Yeah, right there. Look at all that distance in between, and he's got the ball there. And so a late start for Johnny Damon, and should have cost him. Now the Pirates playing with fire. A missed opportunity for a double play. And a chance to get a lead runner. Subtle problems defensively, but they've come into play here in the 5th inning.
Miller came into action today leading the major leagues in hitting. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bill Miller playing in the big leagues previously with the San Francisco Giants and the Chicago Cubs. Interesting that here Miller's doing such a great job playing third base for the Red Sox. He's pushed Shane Hillenbrand out of the position, and Hillenbrand's now in Arizona. Miller is with the Cubs, and the Cubs are looking for a third baseman. I guess it was Bob last night that said, I wonder how many times announcers have said since Ron Santo retired, the Cubs are looking for a third baseman.
About as many times we said the Mets have been looking for a good third baseman.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The Pirates 4, the Red Sox 3.
So no errors charged to the Pirates in this inning, but a couple of problems defensively. Plays they could have done a better job with.
Three balls, 2 strikes. On deck, Todd Walker. The Pirates scored 2 in the first, 1 in the third, and led 3-0. The Red Sox a 2-run fourth. The Pirates got a run in the bottom of the fourth. 1 Boston run so far here in the top of the 5th. Ball fouled away. Manny Ramirez a 2-run homer for the Red Sox in the fourth, his 10th of the year. Kenny Lofton a solo home run in the bottom of the fourth. Lofton 7th.
Right now, you get a similar battle to the one that Suppan and Miller had to lead off the ball game. Suppan finally got the best of it, striking Miller out with a fastball out over the plate. Another grind.
Strike 3.
Got him right there. It was a call this time. First time it was swinging, and Suppan escapes with minimal damage.
West Penn Allegheny Health System. Who says you don't have a great choice for health care?
It's Suzuki Summer Sizzler, and these great deals give you one more reason to get the new Quadrunner ATV you've been waiting for. Right now, you can get up to $600 cash back on select ATVs. And on approved credit, use your Suzuki credit card for great financing deals, like $25 monthly payments for 9 months, or 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 6 months. There's also great low APR financing available, such as 3.95% APR on all Eigers and Vincents. These sizzling savings give you one more reason to ride, and the deals won't last long. So get to your Suzuki dealer today.
Pirates baseball on Fox Sports Net is brought to you by Duquesne Light. Duquesne Light architecturally illuminated the Roberto Clemente Bridge in November of 2002, adding a shining new addition to Pittsburgh's dramatic skyline.
Turn back the clock. It looked like we've turned ahead the clock. Turn the clocks ahead, and
boy, it got dark and hurry, didn't it?
Sure did. Well, it's that time of year.
Let me try that again. Wait, Duquesne Light architecturally illuminated.
Supinated. Pure elite.
How many syllables is that?
Like a bunch.
I don't do 6-syllable words. Not very well. Randall, 2 for 2.
John Burkett hanging in there. 9-4 lifetime against the Pirates. No stranger to the Buccos. Nicely done with that cue shot off the bat of Randall Simon. Had a lot of English on it. John Burkett, we told you, came up big his first full year, 1990, won 14 games. 3 years later, he won 22 and 7. I remember it was the Burkett-Billy Swift combination. Two San Francisco pitchers that had terrific years. In fact, one of those years, might have been that year, 93, we opened out in San Francisco and really got shut down by Burkett and Swift. You bail me out with a card on that, man?
Let's see. Burkett beat us in '93, April 11th here in Pittsburgh, and then we opened the season in San Francisco in '94. And John Burkett beat us in the season opener 8-0. Matt Williams 2 home runs that day.
Burkett still pitching. Matt Williams was designated for assignment.
Reggie Sanders getting his second hit of the game. Back in the '93 season, when John Burkett won the 22 games, of which Steve was just speaking a moment ago, he finished 4th in the Cy Young balloting behind Greg Maddux, Billy Swift, and Tom Glavine. 2 Giants, 2 Braves.
We ran out there and opened the season '94 and ran into some serious pitching with Burkett, and Billy Swift followed him up.
Jack Wilson walked in the first inning and then picked up an RBI when he flied out in the third. The Houston Astros out in front of the Baltimore Orioles 3-0 in the second inning. Roy Oswalt pitching tonight for the Astros. And at St. Louis, 1 Toronto 0 in the second. Woody Williams is pitching for the St. Louis Cardinals. Williams had won his first 7 decisions of the year and then was beaten by the Pirates last Saturday. And what I think to this point is stands up there as the best Pirates game of the year. That Saturday win, the Saturday afternoon victory over the Cardinals.
Got a 3-run home run from Brian Giles. Got 4 runs and made him hold up against the Cardinals.
Here's the game in which Jack Wilson threw out the runner at the plate, wasn't he?
Get out of here.
I think so.
Fly ball, and Garcia Parra in foul territory making the catch. 2 outs. Buccos lead at 4-3 in the 5th inning. PittsburghPirates.com has the broadest selection of items for the team you love. Shop PittsburghPirates.com, the official site for Pirates gifts, memorabilia, collectibles, and more. The uniforms, by the way, that the Pirates and Red Sox are wearing, some of these uniforms will be offered up to baseball fans when the Wives hold their auction and raffle the weekend that the Cleveland Indians are here.
I believe you're right. That throw from Wilson on a base hit out to Brian Giles and the relay to Wilson. And then I think they got J.D. Drew at home plate. Terrific play. Terrific relay. That was in the 8th inning, and a lot of people saying that third base coach Jose Oquendo should not have sent Drew, but hey, you got to take your shot there in the 8th inning. I don't know what the criticism is about.
Yeah, it required a perfect play.
Yep. And they got it.
And Kip Wells was the winning pitcher of last Saturday's game, and Wells goes tomorrow night. Veritek doing a good job blocking the ball, and see some of the better catchers in baseball when the ball's in the dirt, comes up, hits the body, and goes straight down. No deflection one way or the other.
Come forward.
Got up his sleeve too. That's pretty handy.
Who pulled that trick against us in Chicago? Didn't Kerry Wood catch a ball and went kind of in his uniform or up his sleeve?
2-1.
These loose-fitting uniforms, you know, they can make one of those stadium games out of that. You know, which sleeve is the baseball in? Have the fans vote.
So Veritek looking up towards Jeff Rebele, making sure the Rebele wasn't looking back to steal the signs.
Jeff Suppan in the on-deck circle, but the Pirates do have activity in the bullpen. Solomon Torres loosening up. He's not wasting much time. Jeff has held the Red Sox to 3 runs in 5 innings to this point.
Three balls, 2 strikes. It's quite common for catchers. They don't want some hitter, as he's taking his practice swings, to sneak back and try to pick up the sign. And the catcher very often will, before he puts down his fingers, make sure that the hitter is really looking out towards the pitcher, away from where the fingers are being dropped. Runner going, strike 3. Rebele's the 3rd out. No runs on 1 hit, 1 man left on base. After 5, the Pirates 4, the Red Sox 3.
The average new car dealer can offer you 1 or 2 sport utility choices. Your Toyota dealer has a lot more. 5 SUV choices, including RAV4, the most fuel-efficient SUV. Highlander, named best in initial quality. The full-size Sequoia with room for 8. The legendary Land Cruiser. And now the most powerful 4Runner ever. All new with available V8 power. The average dealer can't offer you any of these choices. Only your Toyota dealer has them. More choices, better choices. Toyota.
Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Come on, Cupcake, you can do it!
Come on, tough guy!
Papa, baby! Come on! We're almost there!
Inside that thing!
Good job, man! Dude, grab me a mics. There's nothing but a fish and empty bottles in here. When you're fishing for refreshment, a hard Mike's is good to find.
Making Mike's.
The best damn sports show, period. Tonight on Fox Sports Net.
Pirates baseball on Fox Sports Net is brought to you by Dodge. Grab life by the horns, Dodge. By Cash Bonanza, the newest scratch-off game for the Pennsylvania Lottery with more than $25 million in cash prizes. And by Aflac. Ask about it at work.
How come they don't have to dress up? Because they run the joint.
Yeah. 6th inning, Todd Walker to lead off.
He had to wait until his last at bat to extend his hitting streak in last night's nightcap. Second game of the doubleheader. He got the base hit to keep it going.
This baseball report out of San Juan, Puerto Rico. Expos all-star outfielder Vladimir Guerrero has a herniated disc and probably will go on the disabled list. And Montreal at the moment 7 back of Atlanta in the National League East. The Pirates will see the Expos June 17th, 18th, and 19th here in Pittsburgh. And then we'll play in Montreal June 23rd, 24th, 25th. A couple times during the winter at various stops along the way on the Pirate Caravan. We asked Kevin McClatchy why it was the Pirates were not playing in Puerto Rico, and the decision was made that the games in Puerto Rico should be determined by the calendar, and So there were games early in Puerto Rico. Expos games played down in Montreal. First month of the season, and the Expos played some games up in Montreal. They're back in San Juan, Puerto Rico now. I would suspect, only fly ball to left. Ryan Giles coming in the direction of the left field line. There's a fair ball, 1 out. I would suspect that if they continue to play in Puerto Rico, and there have been some stories indicating that Major League Baseball might not be ready to award the Expo franchise to another city, that the Pirates would play in Puerto Rico next year.
Yeah, it makes all the sense in the world. It would be a very popular series to have Clemente's team down in Puerto Rico.
Nomar Garciaparra, 0-for-2 in the game. Garciaparra had a 26-game hitting streak stopped a week ago Tuesday. 1997 Rookie of the Year and a 2-time American League batting champion.
It'd be kind of nice to do a split screen of Nomar Garciaparra doing what he does, and on the other side, Sean Casey stepping out and doing the wristbands and cocking the leg. You could really have a nice piece of choreography.
Well, how about Garciaparra and Joe McEwing?
Yep. Fidgety Joe. I wonder if Jason Kendall watches this closely, because Jason will tap his toe once before he steps into the batter's box and gets into his hitter's stance. No, he's locked in on Suppan.
Garciaparra walks, and it's the first walk given up by Jeff Suppan.
And that helps.
1 on and 1 out. Major League Baseball's 74th All-Star Game will have the biggest stars, but this time it is for more than just bragging rights. For the first time ever, baseball's best meet to determine which league gets home field advantage in the World Series. It's the 2003 All-Star Game, July 15th, from Cellular Field, U.S. Cellular Field in Chicago, only on Fox. Manny Ramirez hit a 2-run homer in the 4th inning. Dusty Baker, now with the Chicago Cubs, will manage the National League All-Stars, and Mike Scioscia will be in charge of the American League team.
And Mr. Lloyd McClendon will be one of Dusty Baker's coaches.
As will Tony La Russa. 1 ball, and the next pitch to Ramirez down low, 2 balls, no strikes.
That's as close to spats, the kind of shoes they used to have way back then. See, everything comes back around. Keep things long enough, they'll be fashionable again. Spin Williams out to talk.
Suppan walking Garciaparra in 5 pitches, now falling behind Ramirez, 2 balls and no strikes.
By the way, I understand that Rick Rhoden, former Pirate pitcher, was at the ballpark tonight in town for the Mario Lemieux charity golf tournament, that celebrity tour that they have. And Rick Rhoden has made a lot of money on that tour. He's won several events. I think he's a 2-time winner of the Lemieux event. What a cast out at Nevillewood for the weekend.
As I was coming up from being down to the field earlier, I saw one of the TV monitors, and Sports Beat was interviewing Andy Van Slyke at that time.
Yep. I also saw Alexei Kovalov, a former Penguin. Sir Charles is in the house.
He's with George Morgan of Hines. Manny Ramirez, a swing and a miss. That makes the count 2 balls and 1 strike.
I heard a terrific story about Charles Barkley. I don't know what kind of golfer he is, but I know he plays in a lot of these events. But I've had reliable people tell me he's either in the top 2 or the best tipper of anybody that comes along in that circuit for the clubhouse guys and the attendants and those folks, and that's nice to hear.
3 balls and 1 strike. Pittsburgh Sports Tonight will have a report on the Mario Lemieux festivities coming up following the ball game. Ball popped away. Stan Savran and Pat Paris were out at Nevillewood doing Sports Beat. It'll be Pat Paris and Dan Potash tonight on Pittsburgh Sports Tonight. 3-2 on Ramirez. Garciaparra at first, one out. The Red Sox trailing our Buccos 4-3. Let's see if Grady Little has Garciaparra running here.
I'm going to guess yes.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
There's a chance contact will be made.
There he goes. Strike 3. And Kendall does not have a firm grasp. Dropped the ball, and the strikeout of Ramirez is the second out. A stolen base for Garciaparra.
So contact is not made, but they still get the steal. Like it was downstairs. Helps Jeff out. Gets the strikeout. The ball pops straight up in the air. Garciaparra gets second base.
Yeah, I thought they were going to have a pretty good shot at Garciaparra on that particular pitch. Now, let's see. That's 16 stolen bases this year against Jason. 21 attempts. David Ortiz takes a pitch down to low, ball 1. Well, the fact that Johnny Damon advanced on the Burkett bunt did not prove costly. Let's hope that the Garciaparra stolen base does not enhance the Red Sox situation to the point to tie the game. Reveille to Simon. No runs, no hits, a walk, and a man left on base. Middle of the 6th, the Pirates 4, the Cubs 3.
Jeep Wrangler owners speak their own language. Now get a Jeep Wrangler for around $15,800. Check one out today.
Tools, tools, tools. When you got a job to do, they're always on your mind. And that's why you trust the store that loves tools as much as you do. More people buy their tools from Sears than anywhere else in America, because only Sears has the best selection and all the top brands, including Craftsman, America's #1 tool brand. So come in right now for hundreds of tools on sale and find a great gift for Dad this Father's Day. Sears, good life, great price.
I'm not just a butcher, I'm a meat cutter, and I love certified Angus beef. I've been sharpening knives since 1963. Those hands cut a lot of meat. I'm choosy, I'm picky, and I know exactly how thick an 1¼ is. Love cutting meat, love eating meat, love everything about it. I know juicy, I know tender, I love great marbling. I wouldn't give it to you if I wouldn't eat it myself. I can catch you the best steak and show you exactly how to cook it. And you can find me at Giant Eagle.
West Penn Allegheny Health System is the official medical provider for the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Could that be our friend Ross Morgan? I think it not only could be, but probably is. Well, that's just a guess. Maybe not. Looks like it.
Rob Makoviak to pinch hit for Jeff Suppan. We start at the bottom of the 6th inning.
And I give Jeff Suppan A+ on his work. 6 innings, gave up 3 runs. 2 of them came on the home run. Just 4 hits to this good hitting Red Sox team. A walk and 6 strikeouts. Good work from Jeff Suppan. And John Burkett hanging around. This is one of those situations where you can find a way to put yourself in a position to still have a chance to win, because he had that at bat where they needed the bunt. He got the bunt down. He's still hanging around. He's still on the hook on the losing side. But this is one of those funny starts that a starting pitcher has every once in a while. It just hangs around, not doing anything real good, but not doing anything real bad, and gives himself a chance. More activity as Mendoza starts to loosen up. It was Robert Person before.
Makoviak down on strikes, 1 away in the bottom of the 6th.
Just the second strikeout for John Burkett. He got Rebele on a slow curve to shut down the fifth. Slow curve here starts off the bottom of the sixth. So John Burkett has found himself a slow curve that he can get a strikeout with. Just 2 Ks on the night, but he's still in the ballgame.
Veritek wanted that pitch up high, and it was called strike. Well, time wasn't called, even though Kenny was stepping out of the batter's box. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch was inside.
And these hitters get used to having the luxury of calling timeout at the last moment. It wasn't granted right there. It is one of my pet peeves that batters can call timeout at the last possible second. The last possible second.
Trying to cut that down, eliminate hitters stepping out, requesting time, and speeding up the game. Hoping to speed up the game by denying hitters that opportunity.
Little dance between Burkett and Lofton. He starts. Kenny wants him to stop. He continues. Kenny stops stepping out, steps back to get the pitch thrown that counts.
Burkett, the veteran pitcher, realizing that he could continue on. And a shot to the right field corner. Foul ball, 3-2. Sometimes young pitchers will see the hitter step out, they'll just stop.
Exactly. Yep. Hooks a little bit too much.
Come on, Kenny. Good eye.
Lofton watched that right field camera that provided you with the shot of the Lofton foul ball, situated right on the right field foul line.
Third walk given up by Burkett as you take a look at our phantom camera. And now the Red Sox will keep a real close watch of Kenny Lofton at first base. 1-run ball game. Good chance he would be at least considering the running game. And to go back to that subject you were talking about young pitchers. I've seen veteran hitters work a young pitcher like that and create balks. And step out, step back in. The young pitcher will stop in the middle of the windup. And they'll be called on it.
The first swing by Kendall was a hit and run type of swing on a pitch up and in. Jason tried to keep his hands back and hit the ball the other way. Lofton was not running on the pitch. Fly ball to right field. Nixon. 2 outs. And Lofton stays at first base.
Boy, Lenny, you look back at the scorecard. The Pirates had a chance to bust this thing wide open in the first inning and in the third inning. And, they came up with some offense. A couple of runs in the first, one more in the third, but a chance. They really could have done some serious damage. Now they're in that mode of not having a lot happen.
Boy, that's exactly what you talked about, Steve, at the top of the telecast.
The ability to add on. Maybe Brian Giles with one swing of the bat can add on.
Brian just 1 for 7 in the series. Brian walked twice in each of the games last night. And Brian Giles is just 2 for 25 lifetime against John Burkett.
Slow curve again. The ability to change speeds. John Burkett's been doing that for a lot of years. Essence of pitching. You can tell he's been doing a lot of years because that glove's got some mileage on it. That's not a brand new glove he's using. So one of those old favorites that he's cranked up, kept over the years.
Throw to first by Varitek. Trying to catch Kenny Lofton napping, and counts 3-0 on Giles. Ramirez on deck.
We used to know not only the manufacturer's names of the gloves, but the numbers. Like that might be a Wilson A2000, or Rawlings had an XPG3, so you know what kind of glove you're going to get at the beginning of each year.
Come on, Brian.
3-1 pitch driven to right center field. And caught on the track by Johnny Damon. No runs, no hits, a walk, and 1 man left at the end of 6 innings. 4-3 Pirates.
In search of a meaningful relationship, Ideal Partner has the following: high hopes and household bills, long-term dreams and daily dilemmas. Above all, the willingness to believe that a bank can help with all of the above. If this is you, come see us soon. For thinking and advice that can make a difference, talk to PNC.
What's the latest scoop? Giant Eagle Creamery Classics ice cream is available in 50 scrumptious flavors. When it says Giant Eagle, you know it's good.
Make every day taste better.
The Chrysler Pacifica. 3 rows of luxury seats. In-dash navigation display. DVD rear seat video. And the thrill of something totally new. Chrysler Pacifica.
Hungry for snack ideas? Our huge variety of Giant Eagle chips is sure to satisfy whatever your family's craving. When it says Giant Eagle, you know it's good.
Make every day taste better.
You're watching Fox Sports Net.
Time now for the Corona Miles from Ordinary. Miles for Ordinary brought to you by Corona. Cy Young's 511 wins is the major league record. He had 3 no-hitters, 316 losses, also a major league record. Denton True Young from Gilmore, Ohio, and the nickname Cy comes from his blazing fastball. It was said back when he was pitching that his fastball could do more damage to a grandstand than a cyclone.
I think Cy probably racked up a whole bunch of complete games. 511 wins, 800 decisions. Scott Sauerbeck on to work here in the top of the 7th. Pirates trying to protect a 1-run lead late in the ball game. Numbers for Scott. Appeared in Sunday's ball game against the Cardinals. Retired all 4 batters he faced.
To give you proof of the fact that sometimes perceptions are wrong. There's the 1-ball pitch going outside 2-0. My sense is there's a perception that recently Scott Sauerbeck's not been pitching well. Yet in his last 9 appearances, last 9 times that Sauerbeck's come on, he's retired 23 of 27. Granted, among the 4 that reached base against him, Tom Goodwin, who hit the home run in the Cubs 3-2 victory over the Pirates here at PNC Park that Thursday, May 22nd. And that was Scotty's 4th loss of the year. Now 3-1 on Nixon. And the game is tied at 4. Trot Nixon has homered in each of the 3 games of the series.
Good hitters count, 3-1. Just unloaded on it, almost got it up over the bleachers toward the river. Number 6 on the year for Trot Nixon, and like a breaking ball that never got far enough outside, and he just absolutely crushed it. So he's certainly gotten well with the long ball here against the Pirates in this 3-game set.
Jeff Suppan was in line to get the win. Jeff now will be handed a no decision, no balls and 2 strikes. And of the 5 home runs that Sauerbeck's allowed this year, 3 of the 5 have been hit by left-handers. Sauerbeck falling behind Nixon, 3-1. Then Nixon teed off. One away.
There's the good-looking breaking ball. It picks up that outside corner, called the backdoor breaking ball. Starting out outside the plate, curving in to pick up the corner.
Johnny Damon looks at ball 1. The Pirates 4 and the Red Sox 4. Here's another example of the Pirates having a lead early, but not a big lead, not adding on. That's why there's been so much attention paid to the Pirate bullpen, because the relievers have come on in so many situations this year where they've not been afforded any mistake whatsoever.
I'd like to have a little breathing room on occasion.
We had a caller the other night during Pirate Talk criticizing Brian Boehringer and Scott Sauerbeck, and the point I was making to the caller is that these 2 guys, Sauerbeck and Boehringer, were so effective in the Pirate bullpen a year ago, and if you're going to be a good ball club, you want to bet on them being major contributors out of the bullpen. The strikeout of Damon, so we got back-to-back strikeouts after the home run by Trot Nixon. And we'll get a pinch hitter for John Burkett.
Freddie Sanchez.
Four 4 game in the top of the 7th inning. Sanchez hitting 188.
All you got to do is go around the National League, at least, probably both leagues, and find out if anybody would love to have Brian Boehringer or Scott Sauerbeck in their bullpen. And you would get a lot of takers. A lot of takers. And yes, they have struggled, but you still get a lot of takers.
And low 2 balls and 1 strike.
Brian?
Now 2-2. Pirates have stranded 8 men on base in this game, leaving the bases loaded in the 1st and 3 men on in the 3rd. Base hit into left field. Eddie Sanchez gets the 2-out single. The Red Sox 6th hit. Top of the order for Bill Miller. Miller's been consistent from both sides of the plate. Came into the game hitting .361 left-handed, .387 right-handed. Tonight he's 0 for 3. Ground ball to second baseman Reveille. The flip to Jack Wilson. Gene Collier is going to join us once again when we return at the end of 6.5. The Pirates 4, the Red Sox 4.
Yo, you like my party?
Nice jacket.
Yeah, the ex-wife picked it up in Milan.
Miles away from other light beers. Corona Light.
Come on, Dad. You can do it. Faster, Dad. Keep going, Dad. Let's go, Dad. Bring the bell at the top. That's my dad. He's going all the way up. You're going all the way up to the top, right, Dad?
At least you can count on Toro mowers. Guaranteed to start on the first or second pull. Or we'll fix it free.
In the desire to move ideas forward, printing in black and white has served us well. But color is more effective. The fly in the ointment. Cost. Imagine a multi-function printer that gives you low-cost color without raising the cost of your black and white. The new Officio 1232 from Ricoh. Ricoh.
You know, the season started this year at PNC Park with the dedication of this sculpture to Ralph Kiner, Pirate Hall of Famer and one of my all-time favorite broadcasters, hanging out in the rotunda here in left field, talking to some of the fans about our favorite Kinerisms. We came up with 4. Number 4, all of Jesse Orozco's saves this year have come in relief appearances. Number 3, half of Jeff King's extra base hits last year went for extra bases. Number 2, and again on Father's Day, we wish you all happy birthday. And my all-time favorite Kinerism, hi, this is Ralph Kiner. Welcome to Kiner's Corner. Back to you guys.
Hey, Gene, did you plan to have those young baseball fans come up behind you right in the middle of your presentation?
I'm trying to set them up, Lanny.
Very good. Hey, do you have a story in the paper tomorrow?
Yes, I do.
And what's it about?
That'll be about Sammy Sosa, the continuing controversy.
Oh, what are you going to tell her? Well, you don't give your store away, but I mean, are you one that believes he should be handed a stiff penalty?
I think he'll get a stiff penalty, Lanny. I think it was just a desperate act. You know, he's been going badly since he was beamed here in April, and he just thought, you know, I'll take this up here. I'll be surprised if I hit it anyway.
Okay, Gene, thank you. Great having you with us.
Thank you.
Ramos Ramirez steps in. It's a 4-4 ball game. It is Ramiro Mendoza on the mound now for the Boston Red Sox. A drive to left towards the corner. Foul ball.
That close down where you can get that rather inexpensive home run, just barely hooking on that side of the pole.
And that ball was heading towards Gene Collier. Gene standing out by the Ralph Kiner sculpture. Mike Peters of Pittsburgh, the Giant Eagle contestant here in the bottom of the 7th.
The Pirates should have some excellent opportunities here. Mendoza 1-1, 7.34 ERA, but 31 innings, 51 hits. Here's another one.
Ramos Ramirez getting his second hit of the game. Leadoff single in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Pirates 4, the Red Sox 4. The Pirates went out in front 2-0 in the first inning against John Burkett. RBI singles by Giles and Simon. Jack Wilson a sacrifice fly in the 3rd. That gave the Pirates the 3-0 lead. In the top of the 4th, Manny Ramirez had a 2-run homer. And the Red Sox pulled to within 1. The Pirates back out to a 4-2 lead, a 2-run lead by way of the Kenny Lofton home run of the 4th. And a home run by Trot Nixon in this top of the 7th inning with nobody on. Simon a broken bat fly ball to right. Trot Nixon makes the catch, 1 out. Ramirez back to first.
And we trust that bat will not be x-rayed. That's, you know, right there, Lanny, is what I did in my basement in Connecticut. I split bats down and put them as wall decorations. He could have saved me some time with the saw right there. That bat split all the way up to the end. I've never seen a bat broken like that. The thin handles on these bats create bats that go either like that or broken straight in half. It used to be splintered and split up and down. You used to be able to tape them back together.
Ball fouled off Reggie's foot.
Come on, Reggie.
I don't ever think I've seen a bat split like that, broken like that.
A large turnout at the ballpark tonight for Turn Back the Clock night. As we remember back to the first World Series in 1903, the Bucks playing Boston. Ground ball to third. Miller to Walker to Ortiz. No runs, one hit, a double play, nobody left. At the end of 7, the Pirates 4, the Red Sox 4.
Tonight on the best damn sports show, period.
Lakers Zen Master Phil Jackson. Is the dynasty over or is it ready for a resurrection? Plus, you're going to witness one of the best damn stunts in history.
Tonight at 11.
You want the best values in America? Well, they're here now at the Dodge Summer Sales Drive,
where you'll find our best products.
Like the powerful Ram 1500 with an available 5.7-liter Hemi. And our best deals, get a $2,500 cash allowance or 0% financing for up to 60 months on Ram 1500.
All with Dodge's 7-year, 70,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Let us prove we got the best values in America. Hurry to your Dodge dealer today.
Q, we have a competitor in the world of high-tech gadgetry.
I'll investigate. The fox is in the hen house. Superior communication devices. Sophisticated surveillance equipment. Advanced combat simulators. Activating camouflage.
See the latest technology at Best Buy today and pick up Die Another Day on DVD.
The Bucks play the Cleveland Indians in exciting interleague action on June 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Tickets are still available. Call 1-877-893-BUCKS. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Pirates. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of the Pirates. Our producer is Brian Sipe, director Dennis Galloway, along with associate producers Mark Vidonic and Lynn Holden, and our stage manager is Mary Sipe. Start the 8th inning. Sauerbeck's pitch to Walker, ball 1. 4-4 game. Walker extended his hitting streak to 20 games when he singled in the 4th, and he scored the first Red Sox run. He was on base when Manny Ramirez hit a home run. Philadelphia 4, Seattle 2 in the 8th inning at Veterans Stadium. The Seattle Mariners went into that game with an 8-game winning streak. Seattle 6 games in front of Oakland in the American League West. And it's the Yankees 7, the Reds 2 in the 6th inning. The New York Yankees trailing Boston by a half game in the American League East. The Blue Jays 2.5 games out of first place. And Toronto playing at Cincinnati today, or at St. Louis rather. Revelate is Simon 1 down in the 8th. Let's check that St. Louis Toronto game. It's the Cardinals 3, Blue Jays nothing in the 3rd. After the Cardinals finish up playing the Blue Jays today, they'll be playing the Orioles this weekend. Boyd McClendon coming out. Coming up next, right-handed batter Garcia Parra to be followed by Manny Ramirez, and Scott Sauerbeck will check out of the ball game. Scott retired 4 of 6 batters tonight. 4-4, back with more in a minute.
The NASCAR Young Guns were born to make racing more exciting. NASCAR Racing this weekend.
Coming up on Pittsburgh Sports Tonight, Mario Lemieux talks candidly about the future of the Penguins, and Walt Harris talks about fighting to keep the Big East Conference intact. All that and more after the game on Pittsburgh Sports Tonight.
Oh, look, it's the guy who falls.
Fall now.
Oh, I don't really do that anymore. It's not like I got that insurance.
What insurance? Flat.
They pay you cash if you can't work when you get hurt. Not that I ever do. Aisle 5 under lingerie.
Price check.
Aflac. Ask about it at work.
Flat.
The Pirates look to get on a roll. But first, they have to shut down Sheffield and the surging Braves. Series begins Friday on Fox Sports Net.
This weekend, NASCAR goes to Pocono and Nashville. Tomorrow, Winston Cup and the Busch Series qualifying are on speed. Saturday, Winston Cup practice on FX is followed by the Busch Series race. Start your day Sunday with NASCAR this morning on Fox Sports Net. Then the Pocono 500 race on Fox. NASCAR is across the Fox networks.
Brian Boehringer coming on to work in his 25th game. The numbers for Brian. And he'll have his work cut out. Garcia Parra, Ramirez, and Ortiz.
Base hit to left field. Garcia Parra's first hit of the game, 5th hit of the series. 4-4 the score in the 8th inning.
Line sharply enough to get past Aramis Ramirez and give the Red Sox some action here in the 8th inning. 4-4 ball game.
Manny Ramirez has walked 29 times this year. He's been intentionally walked a dozen times. There's a called strike. Manny Ramirez has not walked in this series. And he is 6 for 11, 6 RBIs, including a 2-run homer in the 4th inning. Runner going. A strike and a stolen base. Garcia Parra gets his 2nd stolen base of the night.
And not unusual that he would run. Manny Ramirez has hit into 10 double plays. So this stolen base takes the conventional double play away.
And he waited until after with a 1 strike on Ramirez. Now it's 0-2. So though first base is open, the Pirates are out in front of Manny Ramirez. No balls, 2 strikes. Go ahead run at second base. Pitch outside 1 and 2. We were talking earlier about the fact that every team identifies one player on the other team as the guy you do not want to have beat you, and Manny Ramirez would seem to be that guy. And here he is in a position to beat the Pirates to drive in the go-ahead run.
They'll try to get him to chase a bad pitch. And he did. Upstairs after the fastball comes down empty. Out in front in the count. If you lose him, it's no problem, but take your shot. And every once in a while you get that result. Good fastball by Boehringer gets Pirates and Brian on the other side of Manny Ramirez.
Dave Ortiz, left-handed batter, followed by left-handed Trot Nixon. Runner at second, 2 outs. Ball game in the 8th inning. The Pirates 4, the Red Sox 4. Strike call to the inside corner. Pirate outfielders, normal depth. Out number 3, no runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on base. After 7 1/2, the Pirates 4, the Red Sox 4.
Walt called me first, I think.
I called Marty up.
Wife says, don't lie to me. First thing I asked Walt was, what's the matter with your furnace?
Put your wife on a phone. Maybe I'll believe her more.
What are you talking about?
So she says, Tom, get a Bible, put your hand on it.
And he says,
we hit the big one.
We hit the Pennsylvania lottery for $27 million.
This was meant to be for a group of guys to hit like this. This should be the last paycheck we should ever need.
The Super 6 jackpot is now at least $32 million.
Oh, come on, let's get this guy.
It's got to be over 100 degrees out there. You have any idea what that does to an engine?
Need a motor oil for hot temperatures? We developed one. Pennzoil Synthetic resists thinning to protect engines in hot summer conditions. Pennzoil, we're driving protection.
Get up to $15 back at participating Pennzoil 10-minute oil change centers.
Jeep Wrangler owners speak their own language. Now get a Jeep Wrangler for around $15,800. Check one out today.
54321 weeknights on Fox Sports Net.
For each run the Pirates score this season, Safe Auto will donate $5 to Special Olympics. The total donated by Safe Auto so far this year, $1,210.
I keep looking back at that play Todd Walker made in the bottom of the third inning with the bases loaded. It would be nice to be looking at a 6-4 Pirate lead, but he made the play, and we are at 4-4. That would have been a 2-run difference.
Jack Wilson tonight 0 for 1 plus an RBI. Second inning for Mendoza, bottom of the 8th inning. The San Diego Padres avoided being swept by the Detroit Tigers. San Diego wins 5-1.
A long campaign for Bruce Bochy and his Padres.
Jack in the 7th spot of the batting order. He'll be followed by Rebele and then the pitcher's spot. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pirate RBIs in the game. 1 apiece. Brian Giles, Randall Simon, Jack Wilson, and Kenny Lofton. Red Sox runs batted in. Manny Ramirez 2. Johnny Damon and Trot Nixon 1 each. On hand tonight for this Pirates-Red Sox game, 33,372. On hand last night for the doubleheader, 27,669.
Getting a look at the Boston Red Sox.
First baseman Ortiz takes care of the first out of the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, Mendoza, with that 7.34 ERA coming into the game, has given up 4 home runs.
Craig Wilson in the on-deck circle. One ball, 1 strike.
Body went around, but the bat stayed back.
Jeff Rebele, 39 years of age. Craig Wilson getting ready to pitch hit for Ryan Boehringer. first base line. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Chicago Cubs beat Tampa Bay 8-1 this afternoon. The Pirates start of the day 7 back of the Cubs and the Astros in the National League Central. 2 teams in a virtual tie for first place at the start of the day. Though the Cubs had a couple of percentage points to above Houston's mark. Mendoza decides to hold on to the ball, an infield single for Jeff Rebele.
The old swinging bunt. Not the Baltimore chop we were talking about so much the other night, but effectively hit down the third baseline. No chance for play. Action. Breaking ball is just kind of deadened down the third baseline. Not much Mendoza can do.
Abraham Nunez is now announced as the pinch hitter. Craig Wilson was out on deck, but is called back now that Rebele's gotten on base.
Boyd McClendon thinking more along the lines of contact now, so you wonder if he might be thinking about putting Jeff Rebele in motion.
Nunez showing bunt. Third baseman Miller had been playing in.
And remains there.
Pirate pinch hitters this year batting under 170. One ball, 1 strike.
There's a left-hander warming up in the Boston bullpen. Kenny Lofton in the on-deck circle. Nunez moves Rebele to second. You could see that move made. Number 43 would be Alan Embry. We saw him last night with his 97-mile-an-hour fastball.
Runner going, 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Safe. And Rebele able to keep contact with the base as he made the slide.
It helps that ball down and away from Varitek's throwing hand, so he's got to transfer, get it out of the glove and back into the throwing hand, and kind of an awkward finish for Jeff, but sliding away from where the defensive player was, and the contact is maintained.
Gripping that base with his finger, with his toes.
Yep.
1 and 2 on Nunez. Kenny Lofton in the on-deck circle.
Everybody in the Red Sox outfield up close, playing shallow.
Looper, base hit to center field, but Rebele started back towards second, so all Jeff can do is advance to third. There was that possibility that Garciaparra would get there and make the catch, so that's what froze Rebele.
Yep. And he's in no man's land. That's a tough call because you have to do one or the other, and if you are caught in a double play there, it's just absolutely terminal.
Grady Little goes out. The base hit by Nunez gives the Pirates a runner at third and a runner at first. Mendoza is done. Alan Embry's coming on, and we'll have more action from the ballpark in a moment.
Weeknights, the biggest stars are on the best damn sports show, period.
Are you ready, live in living color?
Please welcome Samuel L. Jackson. Armin Electra. Chad. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'm excited. It's show business. It's entertainment.
Mike Tyson.
Am I going to say this? Like the best damn sports show?
Yeah.
Tonight on Fox Sports Net.
54321, the nightly show that brings you inside the world of extreme sports.
And this is why home field advantage in the World Series means everything.
Now, for the first time ever, the league that wins the All-Star game will earn home field advantage in the World Series. The stakes are raised. The intensity is back. The 2003 All-Star game only on Fox. This time, it counts.
Alan Embry with a great fastball. As you can see, 15 strikeouts in 16-plus innings. He'll average close to a strikeout an inning. Not a kid anymore, 33 years old. Veteran left-hander. And surprisingly enough, opponents, righty-lefty, the matchups, lefties are hitting just about the same off Alan Embry as right-handers. Both groups in the high 280s. And we'll see what Kenny Lofton can do with Alan Embry. Ironically enough, with just one out, we'll talk about what's coming up, but what's happened previous is that Lofton got the ball out of here.
Kenny's home run in the 4th inning, a solo shot, 7th of the year, giving the Pirates a 4-2 advantage. And then the Red Sox scored 1 run in the 5th and tied the game in the 7th inning. 4-4 is the score as Lofton gets ready to face Embry. And Randall Simon hit his 3-run homer in the 8th inning of the first game last night off Embry. Runners at first and third, 1 out.
Jeff Rebele was on the other side of a squeeze situation. Now, you can't discount anything with the ball game this close, this late.
Infield drawn in, and the pitch away, ball 1.
All eyes on John Russell. It was Rebele that put down the bunt. A great job hamming a pitch upstairs with the bat straight up and down instead of across, making the squeeze successful.
Fly ball, the Pirates will take the lead. Catch made by Damon at the edge of the track. Rebele scores. Nunez back to first. The Pirates have recaptured the advantage. 5-4 over the Red Sox in the bottom of the 8th.
Good job by Kenny Lofton getting the ball up out of the infield and then some to the biggest part of the ballpark. Almost got it out of here. Rebele scores, and there's what Kenny Lofton does to allow Jeff Rebele to comfortably score. Good at bat for Kenny Lofton. And it was a good one by Rebele to get things started here in the 8th.
Nunez running the throw to first, relay from Ortiz to Garcia-Parra, and Nunez is out. It is scored 1-3-6, and it's a caught stealing off the pickoff. The Buccos lead 5-4 going to the 9th.
Coming up on Pittsburgh Sports Tonight, Mario Lemieux talks candidly about the future of the Penguins, and Walt Harris talks about fighting to keep the Big East Conference intact. All that and more next on Pittsburgh Sports Tonight.
The Pirates look to get on a roll. But first, they have to shut down Sheffield and the surging Braves. Series begins Friday on Fox Sports Net.
Play the Cleveland Indians in exciting interleague action on June 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Tickets are still available. Call 1-877-893-BUCKS.
Space available for any size business, especially suited to those looking to prosper and uncover new opportunities. One upfront requirement: the belief that a bank can really help. A bank that believes in making space for a business like yours. For thinking and advice that can make a difference, call or come see us at PNC.
Tonight on the Best Damn Sports Show, period. Lakers Zen master Phil Jackson. Is the dynasty over, or is it ready for a resurrection? Plus, you're going to witness one of the best damn stunts in history. Tonight at 11.
Pirates baseball on Fox Sports Net is brought to you by your Pittsburgh Chrysler dealers. Drive equals love. And by Pennzoil, protection for the way you drive. The Pirates 5, the Red Sox 4. Kenny Lofton's flyout, driving in Jeff Rebele with a go-ahead run, and Mike Williams is on for the Pirates, trying to save it for Brian Boehringer. Mike Williams appearing for the 25th time this year. No wins, 2 losses, 15 saves. And Brian Boehringer is in line to get the win. Hitters 6, 7, and 8. Nixon, Varitek, and Damon. Trot Nixon has homered in each of the 3 games of this series. Strike 1. Pirates led 3-0 after 3. It was 4-2 after 4. A 4-4 game in the 7th. And now in the top of the 9th, the Pirates 5 and the Red Sox 4. Check swing. Fair ball. Out number 1.
And a nice job by Mike Williams, as that ball had a lot of English. It looked like it was going to bounce again, and it didn't. So Mike went down and got it, and make a good, strong, confident throw to first base. This wasn't as easy a play as it looked. That ball goes up in the air right now, and then it dies. And now you got to kind of stutter step to keep up with it and capture it again, catch up to it, and he does.
Jason Varitek ready to step to the plate. 1 out. Varitek 1 for 3. Varitek from the left side of the plate is hitting under 240, but he has 6 of his 7 home runs left-handed. 33,372 at PNC Park. Watching the Pirates and the Red Sox. The Buccos lead at 5-4. 1-1.
Thank you very much. As he chases that off-speed pitch, like a little fading changeup down and away.
Rebele backing up on the ground ball. He's got him 2 outs.
Yep, had to back up and take a better angle on that hop. Gets a better hop. Let's take a look at our Pennzoil protection play. Kenny Lofton getting the ball out of the infield, not only out of the infield, but deep to left center field to let Jeff Rebele score the go-ahead run. Pennzoil protection play. We're driving protection as he drives in that go-ahead run.
Been a whole mess of fun at the ballpark tonight. Turn back the clock night.
Good show for the folks, and now we need 1 out. Put a lid on it.
Supot pitched 6 innings. He gave up 3 runs. Sauerbeck an inning in the 3rd, 1 run. Boehringer pitched a scoreless 2/3. Mike Williams trying to nail down the final out. 1-1. Jeremy Giambi in the on-deck circle. One ball and 1 strike. And it's 2-1. First baseman Randall Simon guarding the line. Third baseman Ramirez is not. Three and one. And Ramirez playing up on the infield grass.
A real plus so far from the Pirate pitchers tonight. Just one free pass issued.
Ball to the screen. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 9th inning, the Pirates in front of the Boston Red Sox 5-4. In the bottom of the 8th inning, Reveille an infield single. He stole second, advanced to third on the Nunez base hit. Reveille scored the go-ahead run when Kenny Lofton flied out to center field. Mike Williams, 4th Pirate pitcher, trying to save it for Brian Boehringer.
What a great sight. This great crowd, a great turnout tonight, on their feet, energized. It's been a good show, and the Pirates need one more strike.
The Pirates 5 runs, 11 hits, no errors. The Red Sox 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. There was no doubt about it. Brian Boehringer, the winning pitcher. The Buccos over the Red Sox 5-4. Friends, thanks for being with us. And now to our Fox Sports Net studios.
Now on Pittsburgh Sports Tonight, Mario says the Pens must have a new arena or else. Listen up.
Without a new arena, there's no future here.
The Big East is also fighting for its future. Pitt football coach Walt Harris talks about the situation. And is Kenny Lofton on the trading block? We'll have the latest. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pittsburgh Sports Tonight. He's Pat Paris. I'm Rob King. Big show coming up for you, but you just saw the win right here on Pittsburgh Sports Tonight on Fox Sports Net Pittsburgh. We're going to go right out now. Trenny Kusnierek standing by with the hero, Kenny Lofton. Trenny?
Hi, guys. I can hardly hear you. They're all giving standing ovations to Kenny Lofton. You guys, I know this is a series that you maybe would have liked to play better, but you have to be happy with a close win like this.
Yeah, it is. You know, we've been playing great this whole time, and toward late in the innings, we've been letting it down, but we've been off and on with that in the past, and recently we've been doing pretty good, and right now we need to keep it going with these late inning wins.
What was it like playing tonight? No bells, no whistles, just the crowd and you guys.
It's a little different. It's something it's something that once in a while when you do it, it seems a little different, but it's something that you just deal with it and you have fun with it.
Hit a home run tonight. What kind of pitch did you see? What did you like?
It was a 2-seam cutter that came in. He got me the first couple of times with it. I told myself I wasn't going to let him do it again, and I ended up hitting it out the ballpark.
There have been some trade rumors surfacing today about you going to the Yankees. As a veteran, is that just something you've kind of learned to deal with, part of the business?
Yeah, it happens all the time, and that's something that I've been dealing with for years. So it's just something you just kind of roll with it and see what happens.
Great. Thank you very much for joining us, Kenny Lofton. The Pirates take the last one of the series against Boston. They head to Atlanta tonight for a 3-game set against the Braves.
All right, Trenny, thanks very much. It's about time. About 100 years. They break the streak. They'd lost 6 in a row to the Boston Red Sox. And by the way, the Pirates, the last team in Major League Baseball to get a win in their final at bat. They do it tonight.
Very exciting, though. The night has a whole new sheen on it when the Buccos win one. You talked about the 100-year losing streak. Who knows when the Bucs were going to get another chance, a World Series meeting. might sound better than waiting around for another interleague showdown. Of course, a win, any win against anybody would be a good thing after the Bucks were bludgeoned by Boston in last night's double dip. They got that win. Just to recap briefly for you, turning back the clock tonight. There is Kenny Lofton with a home run to right field off John Burkett, the Beaver native. Lofton 1 for 3, 2 ribbies, scored 2 runs. He's now batting .315. And then, bottom of the 8th, tied at 4. Lofton facing Alan Embry, lifts a sacrifice fly out to center field. Jeff Rebele scores. Buccos win. Final score was 5-4. Aramis Ramirez extends his hitting streak to 18 games. He was 2 for 4 with a run scored. Every starter, including Jeff Suppan, except for Kendall and Jack Wilson, had a hit. And Kendall contributed with a run scored after he was hit by a pitch, and Wilson wound up with an RBI as well. So everybody in the lineup truly contributing, Pat, tonight. A really good team effort. You know, except for that doubleheader loss yesterday where the Pirates just did not play good baseball, they've been playing good baseball now for a stretch of a couple of weeks. Tonight, another good example of that.
And again, keyed by Kenny Lofton, though, and that's just something you can't overlook, is the fact that this Pirates team has really taken off since he had that long 25-game hitting streak, and now with another couple of hits tonight, he does it all. And good signs all the way around for the Pirates. The bullpen coming in, Sauerbeck gave up a home run, but then settled down. Bowringer did a nice job, and then Wilson comes in to close things out. Now tomorrow night, switch gears for the Pirates. They're going to head down to Atlanta. In fact, you can see that game beginning at 6:30 with Sports Beat. We'll get you ready for the Pirates and Braves. Remember that start time of 7:30. The Braves in Atlanta begin a half hour later than the Pirates' normal time. And then afterwards, Rob and I'll be back for another edition of Pittsburgh Sports Tonight. Here are tomorrow night's starters, brought to you by Mike's Hard Lemonade. It'll be Kip Wells, 2-2 with that great ERA of 3.32 in his 10 starts. He'll face Shane Reynolds, who's 4-1. His ERA a little bit higher, but the Braves have been hitting the ball and scoring a lot of runs. Well, you heard Trunny ask Kenny Lofton about it. The New York Post reports that the Yankees could be closing in on a deal for Pirates center fielder Kenny Lofton. The Post reports that the Yankees would include AAA outfielder Marcus Thames and at least one other player in return for Lofton. Dave Littlefield would not confirm the rumors, but did say that the kind of talk makes sense within the larger context of Major League Baseball.
It's a time of year in which I think when teams have injuries and are looking for certain pieces, they point to teams that haven't been playing as well and maybe aren't as high in the standings. So, but you know what we're trying to do right here is win as many games as possible, and certainly Kenny's done a great job this year, and we're pleased to have him. It's a little different scenario with people that are on one-year contracts, because obviously there's no long-term presence here, and it's something that we'll take a look at. But obviously the ones that are playing well, we'd like to keep them to help us win more games. You want to put the best product out here on the field, and we want to win more games here in Pittsburgh and continue to make progress. But it's a tricky part of being a general manager, is you always want to keep an eye on not only the short term, but the long term.
Mario Lemieux Celebrity Golf Invitational teeing off today at Nevillewood, but still no word from Mario on whether he'll return to the ice for another season with the Penguins. Lemieux, though, does sound like a guy who hasn't ruled out playing yet.
I think every decision that I make, I really have to think it through, and that's the way I've been dealing with my franchise, with my career in the past. And you know, I'd love to play another year if I'm healthy. I'm starting to feel better now, so you know, I'll make the right decision for the franchise and for myself and my family, and we'll go from there.
As you know, the Penguins are trying to get funding for a new arena, one they would want in place to begin the 2006 season. The team says that without a new arena and a new collective bargaining agreement sympathetic to small market teams, the Penguins won't be able to stay in Pittsburgh. And today, Lemieux sounded like he's reached the boiling point on the issue.
The arena's been very frustrating for all of us. We've been working on this for 2 years, and very disappointed in the efforts of the city and the county, and you know, it's been frustrating. Nothing is being done from their side, and we have to know soon, because the 206 state is pretty much gone if we don't do anything within the 30 days or 2 months. So, and so it's been frustrating in that regard. And without a new arena, there's no future here.
While Mario fights for a new arena, General Manager Craig Patrick continues his search for a new head coach for the Penguins. Patrick also taking part in the Lemieux tournament and taking time to update the media, although he continues to be rather secretive about the search.
We've had more than 50 people contact us. We've contacted some others, but that doesn't mean that's the field in my mind. In my mind, it's as I mentioned earlier, I've got an idea what path I want to go down. There's a few paths I'm interested in, and I'm still looking at them. So.
In between the interviews and news conferences, there was a little golfing going on. Today was the Pro-Am, an important part of the fundraising process for the Mario Lemieux Foundation, which hopes to raise $1 million from this year's golf event. Let's take you to some of the highlights. The big man himself getting things going with a nice drive, kicking off the 6th Invitational. What a sweet swing he's got. Robert Lang on the par 5-7. You know, those Europeans, they like to go a little bump and run here.
I thought they were more skilled, though.
No, no, we're talking about golf now. You know, the bump and run they like to use. I'm sure that's what Robert Lang was saying back in the clubhouse. Wound up pretty good within 20 feet. Michael Jordan, I think he and Mario probably have a little something on the side going on. Michael sticks this within 15 feet. Found a fan with a 23 North Carolina jersey. Gave that fan, a young lady, a ride across the water hazard. Jordan rewarded for the good deed by dropping the birdie putt. How about Mike? And then Tommy Maddox on 9. This is a nice smooth putting stroke here from 30 feet or so. And Tommy Gunn will roll it in. So here a look at the tee times. The golf tournament begins in earnest tomorrow. Jack Wagner, your defending champ, tees off at 8:50. Charles Barkley, more fun in the clubhouse than on the course. Oh, he's a lot of fun on the course. He's a great guy to follow around if you're going out there. John Elway, Mario goes off at 12:30, followed by Michael Jordan, so Mario gets to post the score first. Then Dan Marino. On the number 10 tee, it's Yvonne Lendl at 8 o'clock. Alexei Kovalev, nice guest tonight on Sports Beat with you and Stan.
Yep.
Yeah, Ron Francis. Rick Roden, a 3-time champ, goes off at 9:50. Natalie Lemieux on the opposite end of the course from her hubby. And then Emmett Smith, one of the celebrities, goes off at 12:40. Plenty more on the way on PST. Coming up next, Pitt football coach Walt Harris talks about the future of the Big East Conference.
And Pirates owner Kevin McClatchy has some complaints about Tuesday night's rainouts. You want to hear those? Stay with us. Pittsburgh Sports Tonight on Fox Sports Net is brought to you by Wendy's. When you get that late-night craving, drive through a Wendy's late-night pickup window until 1 a.m., where you can eat great, even late.
Tonight on the best damn sports show, period. Lakers Zen Master Phil Jackson. Is the dynasty over, or is it ready for a resurrection? Plus, you're going to witness one of the best damn stunts in history. Tonight at 11.
Tools, tools, tools. When you got a job to do, they're always on your mind. And that's why you trust the store that loves tools as much as you do. More people buy their tools from Sears than anywhere else in America, because only Sears has the best selection and all the top brands, including Craftsman, America's #1 tool brand. So come in right now for hundreds of tools on sale and find a great gift for Dad this Father's Day. Sears, good life, great price.
Hi, we're from Safe Auto Insurance Company.
For years, we've been helping drivers just like you meet the law's requirement for minimum coverage.
And in the process, we've become proud members of the community, which is why we'd like to invite those of you who still don't know about minimum coverage from Safe Auto to call right now.
So dial 1-800-SAFE-AUTO.
And start enjoying benefits like immediate coverage and low monthly payment.
Representatives are standing by, so call now.
1-800-SAFE-AUTO. Safe Auto.
Hi, I'm Corey. This is my house. This is my mom. And this is my car. And this is where I work. I like it a lot. Everybody's really cool. This is my best friend, Haley. This is Jen. He's my boss.
Corey's a great girl.
I like working with people. I like making their day brighter. I say thank you a million times a day.
It's a lot of fun when you're busy. And when we got a great deal going, it gets even busier.
It makes the day go by a lot faster.
Right now at McDonald's, triple cheeseburgers are just 2 for $3. 6-piece McNuggets are also 2 for $3. Get 2 of a kind or mix and match.
See you soon.
So, you want to be a Don Allen better buy used car?
Yes, sir.
Well, first, we got to check a few things out. Ready, boys?
Ready, boss.
Check the tires.
Tires check.
Check the brakes.
Brakes check.
Check the muffler and the motor. Check for shimmies and for shakes.
Thinking used car? Think Don Allen Better Buys. More than 250 cars with a 100-plus point quality check and a money-back guarantee.
Check it over.
Make it right.
We check them better, price them better, back them better. Don Allen Better Buy Used Cars.
Check it out.
Pittsburgh Sports Tonight on Fox Sports Net is brought to you by Bob Sedney Automotive, cars and trucks for people. It's become a foregone conclusion that Miami, Syracuse, and Boston College are leaving the Big East for the ACC. Now reports say the schools want to make the switch as early as next season instead of waiting until 2005. Today at Mario's tournament, I talked with Pitt football coach Walt Harris about the probable defections.
I haven't really been too much in the know in this thing. You know, it's really at the higher stage with the presidents and the chancellors. You know, I know Chancellor Nordenberg has really worked very, very hard to try to save it, and that's our hope. I don't know what the chances are. It's a scary opponent because, you know, you as a coach, you can't really fight it. You know, you have no way of fighting it. But I believe University of Pittsburgh. I think we have a lot to offer as a university. And a football program, basketball program. You know, we're one of the 6 in the United States that's ranked in the top 20 in football and basketball. There's only 5 others, you know. So, and we're going to get better. Both our basketball teams are going to continue to improve, and we are too.
Are you concerned about the health of the Big East if there were defections?
Yeah, I think it'll be an interesting situation. But as I'm going to tell our recruits, you know, the bottom line is with our schedule and the kind of reputation we have. We're probably best equipped to have something like this if it does happen at this time of our football program. Probably for the first time in a long time, we could probably handle this. And all it matters about winning. You know, we win 10, 11, you know, games, we'll be in the BCS, and that's really what matters. So that's what I'm going to focus on with the recruits, is we're trying to find where this thing ends up.
Justine and Arden beat Serena Williams last month in the finals of the Family Circle Cup and has been talking tough about